set. We are ready. We are live, guys. Welcome back to Simon Lazat's channel. Today, in the freaking Disc Golf Network outfit, representing out here. And this is a companion feed, once again, to the final round of the WACO, the annual WACO annual charity event, the Disc Golf Pro Tour final round. And we have a pretty exciting lead card, something pretty unexpected. Also, this event is obviously brought to you by Prodigy Discs, and thank you to all the sponsors, all the volunteers, and everyone that makes stuff like this happen. And this feed actually is sanctioned and approved by the Pro Tour, and I just have to let everyone know that I'm allowed to do this, and I'm so thankful to everyone that approved this, hooked me up with the gear. Huge shout out again, of course, to Matt Graham, who I am again in his basement, and he knows how to do the lighting, the cameras, the mics, the green screen, all of the above. And I'm just so stoked to sit down with you guys and watch some disc golf. We have a sick setup. Huge shout out to the Disc Golf Network for allowing me to this time actually show their live stream on my channel, which is pretty special and pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited. We're actually going to watch the live coverage that it is right here. Check this out, guys. This is the chase card, and we're just going to sit around and we're going to watch disc golf. And this is Mr. Burr, Gannon Burr, 15 years old. I actually watched him today on the Jomez. I watched him live a bit yesterday as well, as much as I could. But 15-year-old prodigy kid, tall and skinny. That seems to be the disc golf body type you want, and he has been extremely impressive. And wow, that is some bad luck right off the bat. But this is the chase card right here. The lead card tees off in about 15 minutes. It looks like they're running like 2 or 3 minutes late on the tee times. I'm checking my phone.
Ricky Wysocki is going to
But yeah, we're going to be seeing some pretty awesome coverage today. The chase card is Paul Macbeth.
This is so weird.
Is it Paul Macbeth? No, it's Ricky Wysocki, Calvin Heimberg.
Wow.
Right here. Calvin Heimberg, Ricky Wysocki, Raven, and Gannon. So I'm not sure if I've met Raven before. And this kind of feel like these are my co-commentators now, even though I'm not really here to commentate. I'm kind of here to watch along. But let's hear into Ian and Nate for a second here.
Nate Doss. Nate Sexton sitting across from us. You'll see his beautiful face here in just a second. There wow. Hey. I like to hype everybody up.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Hey, Matt, can you turn it up for me
We're here
slightly?
on Championship Sunday, Sexton.
Perfect.
We look at this top, 4 guys in our lead card today, all of them which have incredible experience, a lot of wins, except for Gavin Rathbun. What does Gavin got to do today to try to take these guys down?
More of the same if he can. I mean, if he can go bogey-free for the tournament, I can't imagine a scenario where he isn't lifting a trophy of some color at the end of the day. He's going to stay in that top 3. If he can stay away from the bogeys, keep his head on his shoulders, and play that controlled golf we've been seeing him play, he's absolutely a threat to win.
I completely agree. And as you mentioned, that win being down is a huge factor here.
Okay.
In my opinion, because
pretty good intro. I'm hyped. I'm honestly hyped. This is something I was totally not expecting for the lead card, and even chase card. I mean, if you look at my grip 6 pick, which you can find on UDisc. Oh, Ricky stays in bounds. If you look at my grip 6 pick, I am so far off. I didn't have Nico or Gavin on my list. Bradley Williams, Texas local. And then rounding up the lead card, which I'm pretty excited to watch today, is going to be Kale Leviska, Minnesota homeboy, and one of my favorite players to play with, one of the coolest, swaggiest guys on tour. And yeah, 3 tour veterans, really, with Nico, Bradley, and Kale. Those guys have been around for years, way before I was starting to tour back in 2014. And then Gavin, kind of surprisingly, on this league card, Team Discmania, team partner, of course, and rooting for him. He's out of Chicago, Illinois, and I've played with him a handful of times. He crushes the disc. I'm pretty excited to watch. This course doesn't really allow for too much crushing. Maybe on the back 9 if the wind is not too crazy. But what we've seen so far, if you've tuned into this in the last 2 days, the wind has been raging. And as hard as it makes your tee shots, putting gets pretty much impossible in the open. And that was a par save, is that right? I couldn't see the basket.
That was hanging in there like it almost was going to pop out, but a good par putt there for Gannon Burr, having to go to the knee under the branch there. Good solid putt for the young man.
Yeah, 2 strokes.
Prodigy Disc, sponsor of this event.
Try and save a 5 right now.
And this is Ricky for a par save. Come on. In my opinion, Ricky, the best putter in the world.
Strong putt there from Ricky, but too little,
Pretty
too late, I would say.
Ruthless on the putting green.
Yeah.
And, of course, he's a complete maniac when it comes to practice putting. And when you watch him practice putting before a tournament round, it's one of the most intimidating things you can watch, because he just stands like 50 feet from the basket and just, whoa.
I got him. I'm sorry, Gavin.
Raven.
Commentator curse, man.
That was some early nerves right there. I've had that putt before. It's downhill, and it's it is intimidating putting straight to that OB, I guess. But Mr. Heinberg. Today, my main focus today is I want to focus more on actually watching the footage, because I remember when I did this for the Vegas, I was not really paying too close attention. I was just kind of like talking to the comments, which we can do again, of course, today. We have all around. I'm going to be here for all 18 holes. And maybe, who knows, maybe even for the girls. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. I'm ready to take this all in. And I am here in the background as a producer. So
can people hear you?
I think people can hear me right now.
Sweet.
Yeah, so this is exciting, man. Hope we have fun today. Hope the chat here, we've got 300 people live right now. Definitely go over and check out the Disc Golf Network and subscribe. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Simon, we're interested in your perspective today. So thanks.
Hey, thanks to everyone for tuning in. But of course, I'm fully representing here the Disc Golf Network, and I have to give a huge shout out for them, first of all, for approving this whole project so spontaneously. And those guys, I am a huge fan and a big supporter, of course. And yeah, everyone, I hope the main goal for me is to get you guys, if you're not subscribed yet to the Disc Golf Network, to watch this footage with me and realize, like, man, these guys are really stepping it up, and it's starting to get really, really worth it to subscribe. These guys are bringing you over 30 live disc golf events, and you're just going to be on top of everything. They also have other video clips and other storylines on the Disc Golf Network that are always fun to follow. And if you're a real disc golf fan, I think it's time. We might be even giving away some free subscriptions to the Disc Golf Network here today. Of course, you can find the link and all the info online, and the link is in the description, straight to the Disc Golf Network website. And if you're already a PDGA member, I just want to say that it only is $5 a month to subscribe to the Disc Golf Network. And if you're not a member, it's double that, so $10 a month. Or you can get a yearly for $75. And I would put a check behind that and say worth it. So that's going to be my first shout out here to the Disc Golf Network. Thanks again for letting me do this and for putting all the work and effort into this with the budget and the staff you have. This is amazing and so fun to watch. Thank you, everyone.
It's rated top 5.
And I guess we're going to watch second card here for the first couple holes before the lead card even tees off.
Rick looking to come back from that
Which
double.
is always fun, especially with Ricky and Calvin on the card, which are two of the big hitters.
Good quality shot here from Ricky. He needs to get back on the birdie train, and almost immediately. Boy, that took a huge skip.
He didn't go OB, did he?
It looks close.
Is that OB?
Yeah, we haven't seen anything that far left yet. I can't
It looks
tell
way less windy
whether
today.
he
I'm going to
got
actually
over that
check
path
the
or
weather
not,
right
but that
now
was an errant shot, and going
and
all
see
the way
what
up
they're
that
dealing
rise
with,
and
because the
skipping.
last 2 days were brutal. They were throwing straight into a headwind here on hole 1 and 2. And 18, of course, later in the round. 17 and 18 are going to be really interesting. And as close as he's our leader, Nico Castro, leading by 1 stroke, and he's trailed by 2 guys right behind them. Here we see Gavin blocking the view on Nico.
Speaking to Nico after the round
And
yesterday,
Bradley Williams, Texas local, one of the smoothest forms in disc golf. And I've always had a really good time playing with him as well. And then I think 3 strokes behind those two is going to be Kale, who's also tied with
Jamie,
Ricky.
It really seems
But he
like
got the bump
Castro
from
has something to
the second
play
card to the
for
lead
this
card because of his
weekend.
hot round. He
Maybe
shot a
something
10
little
under
bit
yesterday,
deeper. Can you
which
just
in
give
these
us
conditions,
a
in this
little bit
wind
more
and
of
the
a
way they
sense
adjusted
of
the
where
par in
Le
this course,
Castro
pretty hot.
Is it a calmer Le Castro? I mean, you talked about the
We should talk
fire,
about
but
Eagle a bit, I
overall,
think.
What is this Nico
Hey, Matt,
this
is there any
weekend?
way
And
I
you
can see
think
the comments
he's
on
our
here, or
favorite
is
going
that
into the
not
final round?
part of today?
We can work on it.
Okay.
I wasn't going to have that up on screen, but we can work on figuring that out for you.
Okay, well, Eagle, man, I
I
was actually on the phone with Eagle yesterday, and he was having a rough time. If you watch his first round, hole 1, he threw the tilt actually on hole 1, and it like bounced and then spun backwards and rolled OB, and he missed the putt. Starting a tournament with a bogey is pretty much not the ideal start, or not what anyone wants to, especially on a short par 3. But I guess with OB all around the basket and that wind, it should be acceptable. But no, he's been struggling since hole 1 of this event, and he had a solid round today. If you go over to UDisc, check the live scoring. Of course, he shot an 8 down today, and he climbed 50 spots from I think he climbed from 85th to 35th or something. So at least some kind of a positive note for him leaving WACO. He probably cashed. I don't know. I didn't check too closely, but that was a surprise, man. I was thinking Eagle. I thought Eagle was going to be just unbeatable again. He definitely wasn't unbeatable in Vegas, but he just made it look so easy. And the way he made Paul, Ricky, and Calvin just looked like side characters when Eagles just walked through the final round. It was pretty impressive. But everyone's human and things happen, and it's disc golf. I mean, every sport probably, but it's always a battle with your mind, with your body, and it's just never as easy as it looks. That's the great thing about pro sports, really, is make something that's really difficult look easy. And that is what I love about it. That's the art. Raven. Have I ever played with Raven? Team MVP. I don't know. I don't even really know any MVP discs. I gotta apologize to MVP and Raven that I'm not too familiar with him, but he seems to have a great week if he's playing with Calvin, Ricky, and 15-year-old legend Gannon.
Hey, to interrupt you real quick, you can check your phone. I think I just got you the access to the live chat if it works for you. If not, that's fine.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Here's everyone. And this is updating live. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining. I can actually see what everyone's saying now. So, yeah. Thanks again. I'm here. We're watching the final round.
I can bring in the audio whenever you want. If you want
By taking this time, you have so much more air to play with. You don't have to
Wait, say that
worry
again?
about all those trees, and just
bring in
perfectly
the
executed here from Heimberg.
Calvin came to ball out today.
Okay.
I think he's ready to play.
Just look how calm that water is. What a welcome sight.
No
from
whitecaps today.
What we've
Dave.
been dealing with these last couple days.
Should be some fantastic scoring today. And it looks like that's Ricky. I want to say he's out of bounds, you guys.
Well, there's his disc.
And
now
that's
that's on
the
the
far
other
side.
side, so
Oh,
he is OB.
man.
Wow. Look at him. He's pin high, Sexton.
Get in.
Yeah, he crushed.
Go in,
Wow.
go in.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought that was going to go OB long.
What a crazy start for Ricky now. Oh, out of
Unbelievable.
bounds.
What a
and then the
perfect
putt, and then
looking
now out of bounds
forehand
again
F shot.
off the basket.
He probably
Incredible.
thought that was in the whole way.
Here's a
Nico's looking ready, guys. Man, I played with Nico the last time. Okay.
When
When pollen counts are on the rise, the worst sufferers often get symptoms more intense than any cold or flu.
Easy Breathers supports the body's natural defenses, promotes clear sinuses, and soothes eye irritation.
Take on spring allergies with Easy Breather.
When I'm stepping up to a hole, I visualize everything. What's the wind, the water, the trees? What disc am I gonna choose? What's the distance? Okay, 425. I'm going with the ESP nuke. Knowing the distance is pretty much the most important thing. I feel like it's gonna revolutionize how good people get. I am Paul Ulibarri. Working together with Bushnell, we can push the game to a whole new level.
Hey Danny, I think this color might actually look better.
Okay.
And actually...
Our warehouse manager Dylan is on vacation this week, so we decided to bring Heather in to keep things running at a high level. She's already had a huge impact on our crew, and overall, they've embraced the changes surprisingly well. We're really happy with how Heather is doing in this new leadership role.
We can't send that. Use this one.
Oh, yeah, it's in the notes.
The WACO Annual Charity Open is presented by Prodigy Disc. Prodigy, what pros throw?
And we are back from a quick commercial break. Man, isn't it exciting how commercials in disc golf are getting better and actually kind of fun to watch? Maybe only for me because I know the people that make him and are in him. But it's always definitely a smile on my face watching these new commercials. And yeah, shout out again, Prodigy Disc, representing sponsor here at the WACO Annual Charity Open. And we're here on Simon Lazot's YouTube channel live. This is becoming a thing, maybe. Who knows? Might be a thing, and I'm in the full gear of the Disc Golf Network. Link in the description, guys. Check it out. It is about time to subscribe. And this is a watch-along companion feed. If you're not tuned in to their actual live stream, then I'm here to show you guys what's up, and we can watch some disc golf together and just sit back and enjoy the final round. And the lead card is about to tee off.
Here comes Nico LaCastro.
And I am just excited to watch here. We have Nico LaCastro leading by
I would
one
say have Nico not come
over
off
Gavin
of a season last year,
and
2020, where he
over
took
Bradley
down
Williams.
You might not think of this as a
Unexpected,
great
but exciting lead
opportunity for
card.
Nico, but I think with that experience within a year,
Way less wind. I
maybe
just
he has a
googled
lot
it. They
more
only
confidence
have
than
like
maybe
half
had
of the
that
wind
not
they
happened.
had in the first two
As he
rounds,
should, I think.
Yeah,
You know, that
which makes
perfect
this whole
sense. He
way easier.
won against the best very recently, and obviously, I think he always knows he can. But he's dangerous today. I gotta think you guys are right in calling him the favorite at this moment.
Nico ripping on a stiletto.
Wow, that was
very
high.
overstable high-speed disc.
Wow. So, yeah, that'll play.
that'll play nicely.
Okay, Nico, he's been
Nico's
on this
saying
for
all
so
the
many
right
years.
words. Execution's a little bit different from the
There's
words,
going to be
but
nerves,
at
but
this time,
I wouldn't call
Nico's got a
him
lot of
nervous. He's just ready to go. He's been in this situation hundreds of times. And I think Bradley is pretty pumped to be where he is right now. One off the lead, home state,
Circle one in regulation.
and he hasn't been on a lead
67%,
card
the
for
next best
a
player,
couple
58%.
years, I
Wow.
think.
Driving the
I
disc
could be wrong,
on another level. Right
but that's where you want to land. High side of the basket, and
Oh,
no.
don't roll a V. Yikes. Man, I'm really loving that up.
They
and middle
removed
play.
that wall right before the first round. Eagle told me yesterday, I think the night before, they had a wall there, and then they removed it before the first round. I don't remember what reason it was, but of course. The spike hyzer is the play, even though you risk a roll away, and then you have to make a 15-footer for a par, but oh my god, that was yanked.
Oh, no.
Oh,
He just rickied it.
Re-tee.
God, Gavin.
Absolute reach there for Gavin Rathbun.
Oh my gosh.
What did he throw there? I didn't even see the disc.
So much
Probably a
for the bogey
PD2, FD3. Yeah, probably FD3.
Kale Visca stepping up
Wow.
next.
Wow, that is an unforced error. Or maybe it's forced, I guess. Lead card, final round, pressure. That's just so
The
smooth,
guy we have
Kale.
almost talked almost nothing about here in these opening minutes of our
Sit.
show, but
Hit the pin.
do not.
Don't do it.
Come
Oh, it's gonna do
on.
it,
That's
man.
terrible.
Wow, Nico, right off
Do
the
not
bat,
sleep on
all
Kale
three
at this point.
guys
That's
are
obviously
OB.
unfortunate, But I think Kale has a lot of confidence coming into
Nico, of course,
into
winning.
today's
Oh, here's the
round.
re-tee.
When it comes to Kale, it's been a while since
Come
we've
on.
seen him take down a big victory out here on tour. So
Did he hit the
We are
bushes
looking at
again?
Gavin
Go
from
in. Just
three.
go in. Oh, okay, good.
Almost did it.
There you go, Gavin.
Yeah, great recovery and great
That
sit.
still looked scary, though.
Good
Definitely
finish on
too
that
scary
flatter
for him. He's
section.
probably like shaking his head right now and just like shaking his hand out like, what is going on? Oh, we've all been there. I've done that so many times. Slight grip lock because of nerves.
Just rip out of bounds. So
Oh, wow. Nico's picking up a stroke on the card already. First hole. But after the first 3 holes, when you go into the woods, there's going to be so many back and forth and stroke swings. I just don't want the same thing again to happen like the 2 weeks ago when Eagle just, after hole 5 or 6, Eagle like took over and just cruise controlled the win home with like a 5 or 6 stroke lead the whole time. So I'm hoping, just for my own selfish entertainment, that is we're going to have a little closer battle here in WACO. Man, I'm sad I'm not there. This is where I should be walking right now. Walking up to my disc.
Fortunately, it looks like we can save
Tapping
power.
in a birdie to start.
They went out.
it's just tough.
Sad.
It's tough to stomach because they threw.
Sad,
threw
but
the tee shot.
that is what it is, guys. It is what it is, and I'm going to be back hopefully sooner than later. Thanks for joining. Hope you
Exactly
enjoy
what they wanted to.
the final round
Nothing-
here.
They wouldn't change a thing.
Disc
And then it
Golf
was upside
Network.
down.
How official does this setup look, guys? How official does this look? Thanks, Matt. Only the best. Okay, this putt, I mean, this is only, how long is this? Like a 20 footer, not even
driving
15,
the
16
disc.
footer.
What are his stats today? Or
Nico
excuse me,
has
what are
been
his stats from the weekend so far
spin
on the
putting.
putting side of things?
Very good. He was 75% from circle 2, but it's misleading because he's just 3 out of 4.
Okay.
Because that's a factor because his circle 1 percentage is so good.
So
We're not
high.
seeing him in circle 2 that much, but when he's been there, 3 out of 4 makes.
Yeah, wow. Incredible stuff.
Let's see how it's looking today, guys.
And this is something we saw a lot with this sort of, if he's in this position, he goes with the low spin putt. And just on the left side there, not dead-hearted, but...
That putt did
you
not
can hear
scream
him say,
confidence.
"Now I can breathe, got that one
But the
out."
fact that it went in, no matter how it went in, and that's all Nico cares about. I mean, I guess you could argue that you want to be like dead center, confident, and like show everyone you're ready to go, but that barely like flopped in left side. But I think Nico is just, there was some weight off of his shoulders there, and I don't think it'll bother him at all how it went in. The fact that it went in was the only thing he cared about, and he made it work. Kale taps in for par, and Bradley's going to tap in for par, which now we have a 2-stroke lead already for Nico, and then Bradley takes the lead over Gavin, who's going to tap in for a bogey. Almost luckily, because that second shot could have been a lot worse. Kale and Bradley both kind of got a bit unlucky there. Is Bradley putting with
High left
P2s?
for Bradley. Bradley
Is that what it is?
you
Looks
know
like a
how
P2.
happy he is with where it went into
I could
the
be
chins.
wrong.
Not necessarily concerned
All right,
if
let's
it
see some
stayed
comments
or didn't stay, but the quality of the putt is important to Bradley Williams. So
I
either
can
way,
hide my
par,
phone outside of the green
bogey
screen.
for Rathbun.
And Nico has opened up a 2-stroke
But these,
lead
it's so small I can
over
like barely read it.
Bradley, Nate flies through 2.
Yeah, looking
Okay.
at hole 2, we've taken a look at this hole every day. It's a little bit different today.
Disc golf becomes more
because
and
of the
more
wind.
professional, Frank.
631 feet, going straight ahead.
It is absolutely true. I mean, I just before I got here, I was just on a podcast in Finland, and I feel like even though I'm not doing many things right now, I feel like I end up on some kind of podcast every week, or I do something disc golf social media related, and I could be doing much more than I'm doing, but it still feels like there's just so many things to do right now. And I today need to keep an eye on the live scoring as well as the live stream, just to see if anyone else on second or third card is shooting hot, because in this wind, with way less wind than they dealt with, I predict that we're going to have a hot round of like 13, 14 under today. Might be Nico. He's just going to walk away with it. But I mean, I don't want to say anything against that, but I want to see a battle. I think we all want to see a battle.
Castro on the box. That is a recoil in his hands. Going less stable than yesterday.
Nico is a borderline bomber. He's
I was going to say he might be on that list.
He definitely knows when to take his foot off the gas. We'll see how hard he goes after this one.
And the only thing I'll say about Nico's power is that he needs a lot of space. Typically, when he does get a lot of distance, he needs a lot of airspace because he does use the flex.
Absolutely.
Everyone here is going to land in a similar spot. I mean, this hole only really gets tricky in the wind. I feel like you have enough room. The trees shouldn't come into play. And you'll get... I mean, the top throwers will get in like jump putting range even on a good shot. And it looks like they have a slight headwind, but nothing too crazy. So they're all going to have like little forehand pitch ups or mid-range putter upshots for a tap and birdie. It'll get interesting once we get in the woods.
Decent position there.
Should be workable. It is kind of a tough green.
I should start a timer to
OB
remind us.
Surrounding it on three sides.
Everything kind of just depends on what side of the fairway you're on. If you're on the right side of the fairway,
oh, sweet.
You can go with the sidearm.
800 people joining me live, companioning, is that a word? Companioning the Disc Golf Network stream. Actually, they show live on YouTube the final rounds. I think they're playing that all season, which is great for people to check out what they have to offer, and then hopefully eventually subscribe to the Disc Golf Network, which I can only say, as you're seeing me represent, I'm a huge fan, huge supporter, and it's only going to get bigger and better. Link is in the description. Guys, check it out. 30 live disc golf events in 1 year. That's a lot of weekends. So if you love disc golf, I think the subscription is a must. And if you're already a PDGA member, you get half off.
Yeah, so look at our top.
It's a good deal.
32 for LeCastro, 35 for Williams.
The Disc Golf Pro Tour is in the house. I can only say thank you back, Disc Golf Pro Tour and the Disc Golf Network, for giving me access to this feed and approving this whole idea. And it is always just such a pleasure to work with these guys, because I know him. I know him personally, and they're just all cool guys. They all love disc golf, and they all just want to see it grow. And for the budget we have, for the staff we have, they are absolutely killing it, and I am so excited to be a part of it. I actually look like I am I am freaking on the Disc Golf Pro Tour staff right now, and they overnighted this to me last night, because I brought up this idea and they approved it and they were for it, and who knows what's gonna happen from here. But we are set up with the freaking Disc Golf Network Pro Tour feed. Shout out again to Matt Graham for hooking me up with all his skills to make this look like we know what we're doing, which he definitely does. And I'm just here to sit down and watch some disc golf with you guys, and hopefully you enjoy, and hopefully you start supporting the Disc Golf Network and enjoy the rest of the season, which I definitely will be. Hopefully I'll be playing the rest of the season. I'll definitely be skipping Jonesboro, and 99% sure of the DD Open as well. But right after that, I'm hoping to be back on the Disc Golf Network and everyone else out there. That looks perfect.
To be clear, that's the... Don't say this, but that's the DGN.
Yeah, that was Nico's upshot. Made that look... Was that Nico?
That's a nice drop in birdie there for Bradley Williams.
See what Nico
Simon
does.
Lizotte,
See
focus.
if Bradley can get a stroke on
I'm
him.
talking again too much. I actually might be doing a
Nico
giveaway
most likely
here
reaching for
later.
this
We can do a
senior shit.
giveaway of some free Disc Golf Network subscriptions. We got the
how
okay
close
for
he is.
that, so that's pretty exciting. If you're not subscribed
Wysocki
yet, definitely check
already
out the link
down
in the
a tie for
description
18th.
and
Yeah,
see
he
what they
has
have to
finally
offer.
fought back after going double.
And maybe
bogey
you also
start,
win a
though.
free
no parts.
free subscription
Got a
later. I still have to
3.
come up how we're gonna do it, but
Just
we're gonna
Kale
do it.
Leviska.
Kale Leviska, Team Prodigy. He is representing Minnesota
That is his
and in a
FX2.
very awesome way. One of my favorite guys to watch
gonna be
and
good.
play with.
Good putt there.
Kale.
A little
He
headwind
has
maybe.
life figured out.
But again, the wind just does
He
not
owns
seem
the
to be as big of
preserve.
a
Like, come
factor at the
on.
moment, besides
3
the wind
courses.
Yeah,
Disc
but
Golf Pro Tour.
I'm seeing
Unbelievable.
13 mile an hour here, and that's roughly half of what we might have been dealing with yesterday.
Good point. And that is a sinus in Nico's hands.
We can expect this from Nico all day long. He is going to be, again, I'm going to continue to use the word if you're playing bingo, it's deliberate. He is being very deliberate. He's going to just execute as best he can each and every shot, not take anything for granted.
Money.
And well executed there. Looks like Bradley will not be getting a stroke on our leader. He'll remain 2 back of that man right there.
Man, if Nico wins after he won last year's
Rathbun.
preserve, if he wins again now, like
Approaching
he
the
is
second
officially back. He's officially back and like as a contender. I don't want to say he was ever gone, but a couple of years he was not really in contention at many events.
Gavin showed that he was making almost all those putts in the first 2 days, so I don't expect Gavin to have any issues.
Oh yeah, here we have the wind conditions. I looked it up earlier.
little colder.
My app said it's only 10 mile an hour winds, but I think once they get in the woods, it will be like barely noticeable. Also, the wind should like die down throughout the rest of the day. And 63 degrees. We actually had that in Massachusetts only like 2 or 3 days ago, and it was amazing. Hey, check out my last video on my channel if you haven't watched it yet. I do a little CTP challenge with Matt. And it's one of my first times throwing again. We were playing Maple Red, so we're keeping it pretty light and simple, but fun times. And we have a part 2 of that coming as well. More vlog style, walk and talk. I'll talk more about my injury and how I'm feeling, how the throwing is going, and when I'll be back joining these guys.
People said they knew you were back by the fact you were getting beaten at a game on your channel.
Did people hear you say that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, I was telling Matt the same thing because we were walking and talking while we were filming that, and I just told Matt, I'm so used to losing on my channel. Like, I pretty much lose every single challenge or game. Nice putt, Kale. That I do on my channel. Okay, I need to freaking focus on what I'm watching here. Like, come on, bro.
It's surprising to see a miss, but it also was.
Are we gonna see a star frame here?
I missed yesterday.
I think
You
so.
know, under those lights.
I could be
so
wrong.
It's like,
no, someone had to miss
I
there. Who's that
expected
close?
More
Gavin?
of this kind of stuff coming out and trying to perform at the highest
Gavin starts
level
with a
yesterday,
bogey
and he
par,
showed
and Nico goes
not really any
birdie.
weakness.
Ah, he had some great
it's
putts yesterday.
Wow.
Hard to keep it up forever. I expect he will right the ship, though. Certainly, he's not out of this thing.
I'm gonna check
Nico looked
Udis
past
right
us
now
on
and
his
see
day
how everyone else is
birdie.
doing.
Gonna be tough to catch him if he's gonna play like that, guys.
I would say impossible
Yeah.
if he can go if he can keep those birdies rolling.
Calvin.
Not wrong. We're looking at Calvin Heimberg on 4 for birdie.
This hole's so hard to get a 3 on.
All right, Calvin's 3 for 4 to start the day. And there he is making a charge up leaderboard board. Excuse me, sitting 4 back of Nico currently, tied for 3rd. Getting a look at our lead card on hole 3. Should be pretty attackable in today's conditions, Nate.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, 40% of our field has taken birdies on it. Only 2%'s taken bogeys. Playing is one of the easier holes on the course. You would imagine that we would have at least 3 out of 4 opportunities, if not 4 for 4 opportunities here on number 3.
Look at those cameras on the side there.
I did watch Calvin's tee shot.
2
on this
video
hole. It was the
cameras,
only hole that he called so
photographer.
far. He did
There's
hit
probably
an
like
early
3 or
tree,
4
so
other
just-
cameras behind him.
There is you can
Like,
see
even
the
though there's
fairway.
no gallery and it
They're
doesn't look
kinda sporadic,
that
but
spectacular, but
you
this
know,
disc golf's
if you're
getting
not on
real.
that-
Like,
that gap,
I
you're
remember
definitely gonna
playing
hit one.
tournaments and there's
Go
just
with
like
Castro.
10
Left side
cameras
with the
around me. I
recoil.
think we were filming a skins match
Very
at the
overstable, just
GBO
get up the
or
hill.
DDO
It
last
was a
year.
great camera angle. You
And
could
there
see
were
the
like
side hill. You're
17
almost going
cameras.
along the side hill.
It was
You
nuts.
need to use it
And that was
as you
another
come
good shot
up
by
the
Nico.
hill.
And I just saw Ricky
Castro
Wysocki started
low
with
on the hill, and
a
that's
double bogey. He started 5-5 and then he birdied the next 2 holes. But wow, that is a crazy start for Ricky. Paul's playing decent. Dickerson's playing decent. Ezra's playing decent. And Calvin is on a pretty hot start. But it looks like Nico has another inside the circle putt. It's all shaping up. What if Calvin just starts shredding and shoots like a 17 under and is going to end up like tied for the lead playoff? What if?
So, Simon, you can see that Foundation is sponsoring the basket, and if you hit it, donations. What would your mindset be seeing that? Would you forget about your competition and just go for the charity, or what?
Oh, I mean, I think you have to. I think you really have to. It is... First of all, hitting that thing is already, especially on blind holes, hitting this little pyramid under the basket is so satisfying because it makes such a loud noise, and you just like, no, parked. And if it's for charity, I think they donate $100 if you hit it. I'm pretty sure I saw $100 because someone hit it yesterday. Who was it? Kevin Jones? Or day one? It was day one. Kevin Jones hit it. And it said $100 to, I forget what it was. Man, I'm so uninformed. They're going to fire me. Sorry.
Not as wide as I thought
Let's
he
hit it.
might try.
Yes, we got it.
Wow.
There we go. Hit it.
That was a
Charity
solid hit.
He might even got
Charity
the bullseye, too.
That's awesome.
If there's one on the side of it. You know, we're going to have a catch up with Nico from yesterday here.
Yeah, shout out to
Honestly,
Foundation.
I'm just excited to be here playing disc golf. I'm trying not to think too much about anything. I got a good bag of discs. Got a lot of support back home with friends and family, and a lot of people are out there rooting for me. And the people that are rooting against me, you don't want to watch no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going away. I'm dedicated to the sport of disc golf. I'll be playing this sport for the rest of my life, and I'll just continue my training and keep working hard. And eventually, I'd like to be on top. Hopefully, it could be this tournament. But I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I feel like I'm in a good mindset, and that's where I'm at.
That's your leader,
Nico in a
guys.
good mindset is dangerous. Guys.
Oh, here we have. Nice scoreboard.
In our
Nico
opening.
20 under.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
going to
see it
say
off
Nico's
of
going to finish at...
Castro, but look here at our top 10 leaderboard.
What am I going to say?
Paul Macbeth
Nico's
down
going
at
to shoot
the
30
bottom.
under
He's played
total.
6 holes. He's 4 under
So if
Paul.
any one of these
Boulevard,
guys...
7
Wow, the guys that are 4
Really
strokes
gotta look
back
at
right now,
Ewing
that's
and
going to be
Dickerson.
tough.
We always expect a Sunday
Bradley
challenge.
better keep up.
And very quickly, Calvin
Nico's
Heinberg in
confident.
that tie
Nico
for
has
third
nothing to
place.
lose. Like,
Austin
He's been
Hoops
there
as
so many
well, another
times.
young, relative
I think he's
unknown player out of
30
California,
2 or
charging up the
33.
board.
Did it say there earlier how old he is? But he used to be world's #1 for a good reason, because he was unbeatable. I mean, he never won worlds, but he won everything else you can win, probably multiple times. And I mean, I played with him last year at the Preserve final round, and he was just, there's no nerves. He just wants, he's there and get his job done, and that's what he does. This would be huge for Bradley.
Crosswind from his left.
I kind of want him to make it.
And you can see that wind just pushing it down and to the right as it was coming off of his left. It was a good effort from that distance, though.
Oh, definitely. Giving it a chance. He's playing to win today. Love to see that. This guy also playing for the win. Kale Visca staring down.
Now this is a
birdie.
tricky putt here for Kale.
He's got the lifting wind where Bradley had a dropping wind. We'll see how that affects this putt.
Kale is a hyzer putter as well.
Whoa.
That's over the top. Yeah, but he kind
Kale.
of did more of a pitch putt,
At
so
least he
not so
didn't
much
have short.
forward momentum.
I guess
Should be
that's
a
the one
makeable
positive,
putt
but
coming back there for Kale.
I've had exactly that putt as well. You're always putting into a headwind there and elevated basket. I mean, again, missing high, I guess, is the natural miss. But Gavin better make this. What is he putting with? Can I see that?
Big putt here for Gavin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's not in that same flow. He's not in the same flow as the first 2 days.
And if you're Nico, you smell blood in a major way right now. Everyone just not able to connect. He's still right here looking at a birdie.
Stroke on the card, up for grabs right here.
Things are shaping up. Yeah, shout out Thomas Gilbert. Of course, he's out there watching. He's always the first guy who would be out there after his round to come watch the league card. He's also a super disc golf fan. Look at all those cameras. Joe Miz all in red, black.
You can just kind of see the inner turmoil of his mind almost.
He knows this is important. Give himself a little room to breathe. Then he can play loose. He can be in attack mode. It could get away from everyone else quickly. Very nice.
Big.
It's in. Really, I don't want to say again how it got in, but it didn't look too confident. But again, I don't think Nico gives a single anything about how that went in. It went in, and that's what counts. Another stroke on the card, and Nico is taking an early 3-stroke lead. And Gavin is looking very unsure of things right now.
Put the pressure on him.
I wonder if this is Gavin's.
If he starts getting out ahead,
I don't want to say it's his first time on a final lead card.
If he gets out ahead,
Matt, do you know?
Good luck. He's not going to be nervous anymore. He's
yeah.
going to be in domination.
I think it's his first round on a lead card as far as Elite Series go. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
This is on hole 5.
Ricky ain't missing. Yep.
Big putt there for Ricky Wysocki. And just
this would be like a really typical Ricky thing to do, is start double bogey. I mean, that's not typical Ricky, but if he does that, he'll like birdie the rest.
And essentially,
sorry, that would be typical Ricky.
Right now, that's a par start through the first 5 holes.
Wow, I am so impressed by Disc Golf Network, and I'm so happy they keep showing scoreboards, keep showing stats and side clips, and we're at the commercials.
Your better game. Reps, focus, the right equipment. Zooka, disc golf carts for a better game.
You ever smash it from a... And we are back to our live lead card coverage. That is Nico LaCastro on 4. He's going to be throwing a St. Pro fairway driver.
And just that quickly, Nico LaCastro now has a 5-shot lead on 3rd place. Of course, Bradley Williams is in that kind of middle ground at 3 ahead, but I don't think we could have predicted that he would be this far ahead after just 3 holes. It's all going to be different here.
This looks good,
in the woods. Looks very good.
Get that little roll. Oh, yes.
Wow, and the forward roll. So he's going to have... He's darn near in that position where we saw you almost have a straight look at the pin.
I think you're right.
Man, if you're the other 3 in the group, you're worried. You are worried. The only thing they can do is just execute one shot after the next. You cannot necessarily worry about LaCastro, what LaCastro's doing, but I'll say this. They're worried.
Bradley Williams going T-Bird 3. Going to try and follow those vapor trails, as my friend Philo would put it. Miss it.
Little wide. And a decent kick back into the short stuff, but he's on the far right of the fairway. It's going to be a very, very difficult angle for Bradley Williams.
Advantage Nico again. Kale Leviska. That's his FX2. Oh, that's a great drive, too.
Yeah, just a few, about 20, 25 feet behind LaCastro there, but perfectly set up there.
Curious to see how much better Nico's angle is going to be from just 20 feet. You know,
it does. It
might
changes
be dramatic.
Quickly here.
Gavin, oh no. That was an MD4, and that got way left.
Welcome back, guys.
This is going to be, as we're going to see the Zooka replay here.
Oh, we're getting a replay for Nico's good because I
You
missed
just
it.
see,
We just grabbed
again,
a quick
Nico going
water
to be
break
like
here.
this all day long, just trying to execute. I mean, puts it on a perfect line.
Wow, we get slow-mo.
Look at that. Squaring the center of the fairway, landing on the proper side.
That's
and
really
then
the
as he
shot here. You
lands,
want to throw like a
it's
fairway
beautiful.
driver just because you get this skip roll because it's kind of like a bowl fairway. And it is wide enough to swing a driver around, and then you just get this extra little skip and the distance you need to get good angle to the basket up shot. But oh, Philo, 14 through 14.
Wow.
What is happening, Philo? Come on, I'm rooting for Philo. This is wow. Philo might finish in the top 10. I hope he finishes 4 birdies and then. Oh, 18. Well, if it's not windy, he can reach 18.
To be clear, though, I read it the same as you. His round is 10 through 14, but his total is 14. It's still a great round.
A great round from Philo Brathwaite.
Sorry.
I
got too excited there and didn't pay attention.
As well. Here is
Wow.
Gavin trying to figure out what the best, I imagine, just pitch out spot is, right?
This used to be a par
any little amount of
5
forward
back
you
in
can
the
cheat out
day.
of it,
Yes.
You want to try for, but it's a
They
real
changed
balance.
so
You
many
try for too
pars
much,
on
you
this
might find
on this
yourself going
course.
straight
I
to the other
think
side of the fairway,
even
or worse
before
yet, not
Paul
even
was it
escaping.
before Paul shot the 18 under? Yeah. It's really crazy. I talked to Ela about this yesterday about changing a par of a hole but not changing the hole. It shouldn't change how you attack the hole. It shouldn't change how you feel about your score. But the truth is, it does. If you're playing a par 4 and you get a 4, it doesn't feel the same as if that same hole is called a par 5 and you get a 4. And it doesn't really make sense why it is like that, but that is actually the way it is. I mean, birdies obviously feel better than pars, but if it's the same hole, just a different number, it shouldn't make a difference, but it does. That looks piped. Sit. Sit. Please sit. Well, I tried so hard to not sit, but I think it's sat.
I don't know about you, Sexton, but when we talk to
That was
young players,
peered.
we do talk about you got to get experience. You can't buy it. You know, Nico LaCastro,
Can't believe in 3
122
holes the
victories,
scores already
7
changed that much.
high-level majors or
It's not the
tour
direction I
victories.
wanted this to go.
But that's over a 15-year career.
But I'm not rooting against Nico.
And, you know, a guy like
because he
Gannon
told me
Burr,
to stop
you know,
watching in that
yesterday was
case.
one of his first days.
So one of the things that stands out to me here is the top 2, Bradley Williams, Nico, and the reason why specifically for me, being up here from Leicester, Massachusetts, Maple Hill, both of them have a victory up here at what was Vibram or MVP, and they don't have many other wins. So is there a correlation in your mind? You've played here at the Beast before in the way the courses play?
Everyone heard that question?
Yes.
I mean,
in and out of
the
battle.
wooded part, I mean, obviously, these are some of the tightest woods we play through all year here, at least the 9 holes. But the big difference, that's what makes this course so unique. I mean, you've probably heard it a dozen times on the commentaries, but that you play 9 holes in the thick woods and then 9 holes in the wide open where wind comes into play. So this course is like one of the most extreme cases of 2 different courses on one course, and that shot was awesome. That angle control with that speed, man, that should deserve a replay. I want to watch that again. No, great shot by Bradley Williams. And, you know, Bradley and Nico, they're really good at everything. Like, anyone in the top 30 nowadays is good at everything. You just kind of have to, like, put it together. And some are a bit more consistent in the woods. Some are better at, like, bombing shots and maybe have an advantage in the open. But, you know, when it comes down to it, it is, I would say, like 80 to 90% of the time, it comes down to the putting green. Whoever takes their chances the best, everyone will get chances, and whoever uses those the best is going to come out on top. And that was another beautiful putter shot by Kale. These guys are making this hole look much easier than I ever made it look. I think I've got a 3 on it before, but I'm mostly scrambling for 4, taking an easy drop in 5. And look where Nico is. Easy flex shot. What is he throwing there? I don't know his discs. If you want to know all the discs that they're throwing, I'm pretty sure the actual stream, the commentators, I think Ian knows every disc of every player. And he can call it out, but I definitely can't.
Nico is going to that.
Yeah, so I also just want to say really quickly, people are saying the feed's coming across a little pixelated on their ends, things of that nature, and hearing things like, hey, that's what to expect with Disc Golf Network. But I just want to go out and say that is not what to expect. We're actually doing this as a share of a share, and you guys are seeing. So definitely go check out Disc Golf Network directly. This companion feed is just an addition to that.
Very touchy, but
Absolutely. Absolutely. The link is right in the description below. And you definitely want to go check it out and see what they have to offer. Representing the hat, representing the shirt. Shout out to the Pro Tour and the network for hooking me up and improving the companion stream here.
To start 4 for 4. And of anybody today, the only
Who
other
do we
person
see there
to
in
go
the
4 for
background?
4
I see Jeff
has
Spring.
been
Shout
Paul
out, he's the
Newbarty. He
Pro
did start
Tour.
6 for 6.
He's the guy.
So,
I saw
Castro
Thomas Gilbert,
saying,
Corey Merle,
as he said all weekend long, I'm here to stay. I'm not going
Johnny
anywhere.
Disc Golf, of
You're gonna
course.
have to take it from me. I'm not
Always
gonna-
working on
at this
something
point, he's
new,
not willing to give it up.
bringing you guys interviews. Oh, there he is, behind the basket, running. Get that shot. Because if he gets this one in slow-mo and it goes in, that is the golden shot. And it's all about the angles. In everything in life. Come on here. He's going to run this. Slight hyzer putt so it doesn't fall towards, too close towards that cliff. Oh, yeah. How far is this? 45? Oh, short. I was scared for him there. That's probably why he left
see
it short.
that slight slope there, Bradley just having to concern himself with being
Your brain
too
really,
aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Your brain wants to go for it, but your body's
Well, and
stopping
let's
you?
face it,
Or is it your
99,
body wants to
maybe
go for it, but your brain is stopping you? It's one of the
times
two.
out of 1,000, you do not
I've had
birdie
that
from
so many
where
times.
his tee
I'm
shot
like,
was.
feel like committed, I'm going to go
The
for it.
fact that he even had
And
a
then I
look
like,
was-
total
was better
layup.
than most.
yes.
Weird life. Weird life. Hello, everyone. Hey, Matt, how many, do we still have people around?
Is lie over here on the right.
Couple people tuned in here watching.
1,100.
Clean spin.
Wow,
Target.
over 1,100 people
a very
watching
tight-
disc golf
tight
with
part of the
me.
course.
Guys, I'm so happy, so thankful for everyone tuning in. Huge shout out to the Disc Golf Network and everyone involved for approving and sanctioning this companion feed. And we are watching the final round. We are on hole 4 of the final round of the WACO Annual Charity Open, presented by Prodigy Discs. And I hope you've been watching. Oh no, if you're not subscribed to the Disc Golf Network, I mean that's obviously the first step, because then you can watch every single round, and not only the final round, because you don't want to miss out on some live disc golf, because that is the future of how to consume the sport, I think. But obviously Jomez. Gotta give Jomez a shout out for doing the amazing job at the post-production, and everyone else out there helping growing the sport and getting everyone the
And what
disc
looks
golf content
to
you
be a
crave
routine
and
putt,
need.
Nico continuing to stick with his
I'm
routine.
definitely in that boat. And Nico for a perfect start, 4 for 4. Little high
Beautifully
on the
executed
pole.
putt. High in the change.
And
You're
again,
welcome, Nico.
Not as confident as
guy
he probably
has-
wants it, but
this Nico
at the same
guy,
time he doesn't care.
He's
It's
he's
in.
letting
In
off
is
some
in.
serious Kona Panis
And he takes
type
the stroke on
energy right
Bradley, and
Kinda
now
is, isn't he? He's on the train.
he's leading by 4 already?
And we're going
Is
to
that the
take
case,
a
Matt?
look at our
Was
upper
he leading by
part
4 or 3?
play different moment of the day from Bradley Williams.
Oh, here we go. Here's the replay that I was asking for.
Sexton,
Shout
you're
out
so right. Look how soft.
to the editor of the Disc
puts
Golf
it out
Network
there, and
here.
it
Play
never-
different, Upper Park,
It never even
and
flipped. And it's kind
that
of
shot
interesting
might
'cause
not look
now that we see
especially
it from this angle, he almost could have tossed it
impressive,
there,
but I can tell you guys, trust me, it was a great shot.
Looking at 4.
This is one of my
How's it
favorite
going?
holes on the
Yeah,
course.
hole 5 here. This one, hole 5,
Oh, thank
par 3, 264, kind of going up one shelf and then up a final shelf to the green, flat on top. Straight, flat, mid-range. Try to hit that hard pan dirt about 40 short. Control your speed by sliding up over. Forehand, also a great play, but it's usually that same idea. Hit that front slope. Just crest it. If you lose sight of the disc, you're probably making birdie in that situation. If you fly the green, you might be pretty long.
And this is our birdie hole for our Boda brothers. So I hope you guys put your guesses in before the round, right? That's how you had to do it?
Yeah, you kind of had all week to go ahead and pick, but the deadline was last night.
We got a chance to play that last night.
Oh, it was great. We played in a fivesome,
Yeah.
and we had a 3-hour round.
Yeah.
This is Birdie Disc Golf, the board game. Just to clarify.
To clarify,
Yeah,
thank
exactly.
you.
It was fun.
It was a great time.
Of course, Nate got Paul Macbeth.
Calvin
Other
Heimer and
Nate
Austin
got
Hoop are making
Kevin
moves.
Jones.
KJ USA.
And I got Chump number 1.
Making
That's my
moves on the
player
leaderboard, both tied for third.
And Valerie was
Beating Gavin now.
Right,
Gavin is
right.
one over.
Universe working itself out right there, I felt like.
And it was on 18 that Valerie's player, Ricky Wysocki, did go out of bounds. Which,
That looks
reminded
good
us of
again. That'll hit
big moment
perfectly on
between
top.
Big Germ
Oh,
and
unlucky
Ricky
tree,
there.
but
anyways, back to the play here on the course.
that's
and
his longest
beautiful
putt I
shot
think he
there
had so
from
far. So if he
Nico
makes that
in
as
the
well,
circle again, in
I think his
regulation.
confidence is not
It's gonna be
even
5 for 5.
crackable.
And he was
looking
already,
Is it a word,
he was already
crackable?
beating everyone.
I'm just
and
making it
just
worse today. That's my
continues now.
second anymore.
M4 from Kale.
That's the play. You want to hit just the top. Both Nico and
great
Kale
shot
both
from
did that
Kale,
perfectly
just
to not go
cresting the
way too
hill.
far. Because this is such a good
was
hole. You
perfect.
just got to have the
was.
perfect disc, perfect timing.
Kale has
To
such
actually
good
get the
touch with those
distance right.
M4s. To watch him
I
throw
usually
those
ended
out.
up short in that
Bradley
in the
Williams?
wall.
That's gonna
They're
be
basically
very
throwing
good.
into a wall.
Let me just read this real quick. Disc Golf Pro Tour just dropped in the chat. They said, we've just started working with corporate of Verizon and AT&T to
little left,
activate
and he hit that
mobile
one branch.
on-site
Oh,
networks for
There was
stronger
one
signal on
tiny
tough
branch
courses.
hanging out there.
Very
He hit it,
cool.
kicked it
Very
down.
cool.
Actually, not a bad kick because that's a makeable.
The Disc
putt there
Golf
for
Pro
Bradley
Tour,
Williams.
like,
Yeah, let's flip outside the circle.
guys, I'm not sponsored by the Disc Golf Network or the Pro Tour in any way. I'm saying this because this is actually my opinion, and those guys keep impressing me, and I am so happy with the team that they are, and they trust me. If it is glitching or anything, or if the stream is replaying shots or anything is pixelated, whatever happens.
Because
Oh, shout out to
if you're
Birdie,
parked, you get confidence on
local.
the green, but maybe not so much on the putt. He can get both now.
And a huge thanks to the Boda brothers for
I need to finish
sponsoring
my
the
train of
birdie
thought
hole
here.
out at Waco. We'll be announcing some winners soon, I believe. So we got 64 birdies today before the lead card.
Yeah, and that was the number you picked.
It was, wasn't it?
64
Uh-oh.
for you yesterday, 70 for Sexton, 66 for me. So
I like your
we
chances.
could both be out of it with this
I
group.
like 66.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's at least 3. There's 4 birdie chances, but we'll see who makes them.
Yeah. That's funny.
Big thanks to Birdie
Yeah.
for their support of the disc golf. Pro
Yeah,
Tour.
Steve
It was
Dodge and his
legitimately a
brother,
very fun game.
Boda Brothers, the Birdie Disc
Good
Golf
time.
board game. It is a blast, and definitely highly recommend it. I have a bunch of them at home. I should do some giveaways.
Looking at Bradley Williams. Just
That's what
outside the
I'm going to do
circle.
on my Instagram
Birdie
next
did.
week. Birdie giveaway. But let me finish what I was saying there, that this whole team that works behind the Pro Tour and the Disc Golf Network, if anything's going wrong, it's not them. They care about this product, and they're doing everything possible and beyond to make it as good as it is. And
Right around
I'm
this
just
time
so
yesterday when
sure
Bradley
it's just
really
going to
started
get
take off.
it's just going to get
Picked up the
better,
birdie on 4,
nicer,
picked up the birdie
smoother,
on 5 today.
all
He's
of the
gone
above.
par
And
through those 2 holes.
I'm
Wow.
already, maybe
LaCastro
I'm easy to
is
please, but I'm
looking to
already
be
so satisfied with
not
what I'm
willing to
watching
slow
right
down
now.
whatsoever.
Nico might be sitting on
Holy
5
cow,
strokes
Simon.
in
I
the
got to
game.
drop in and agree with that.
Wow, that happened
Yesterday
fast.
and the day before when it was not
It was just one to start the day,
YouTube.
right?
It was. Over
It
2
was
different players.
my mind was like, have we ever
That
seen
and a little bit
anything
long
like
right,
this
this is his
before?
comeback
Literally.
too.
Like, there was very little downtime. We were seeing nearly every single shot, not on just lead cards. It was
Boy,
amazing.
66 looking
So,
real good now.
I don't want to quite say we've arrived, but man, this is a new future for
Looking
sure.
Real good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
This is it right here.
And unfortunately, there for
Gavin was
it's
just
another
laughing
missed
at
putt,
that
something
point.
We just haven't seen him do the whole tournament so far.
Are we playing Price is Right rules? Close
Gavin
without
was
going over?
bogey free. through 36 holes,
5-stroke lead.
and now he just seems to. He almost forgot how to play. But we've all in there, and this is. I'm gonna say this is the biggest key putt so far. If Nico starts 5 for 5. Let's see how much authority he puts behind this one. Oh my
Wow, a little
gosh.
bit less confident, but he
You know what? He doesn't care. At this point, it's almost good to just slop him in. Because all the other guys that are there watching live
we'll take it.
Yep.
are,
Kale.
it might even
the
affect
dots
them,
win.
the way Nico is just barely slopping them low left side. There,
Wow.
that's
I mean,
that's
he's
more
been-
like it.
he's
That
been
almost
doing
dropped
these
out
shows
right
for
side.
3 years, and it
But
shows
that is
it's-
almost
look
5
at him
for
with those
5
exact
putts.
calls.
Nico started
66.
perfect.
Unbelievable.
5 birdies in a row.
Someone give this man a raise.
Just
And-
like last night.
But the confidence is
Took it
not
down
there.
the
It's
last-
just kind of coming together. I love it. That's
playoff
sometimes
last
that's
night,
that's all you need. You can't argue with the perfect results. You always say no pictures on the scorecard, but I guess we're watching live in this case.
So as you mentioned, Nico LaCastro has a 5-stroke
Wow.
lead over Bradley
What a
Williams
start.
as well as Calvin Heimberg. And I know we're about to see a shot from Calvin Heimberg.
Gavin,
but
it's
Calvin
time for a birdie.
looking to do what Calvin Heimberg does.
Exactly. We're popping over to Calvin on 7. This is his second shot.
I want to get a 2 on this
Fantastic
hole one
drive to
day.
be Here.
This is a short par
That is
4.
the
If you have a bomb sidearm, you can actually get there,
And a perfect shot.
which I don't have. But
And that is a
Calvin's
birdie
going
drop
probably
in.
easy putter
Spoiler
or
Yes,
mid-range
spoiler.
putter.
And here is Ricky for Eagle.
What a drive.
Oh yeah, Ricky has
So
the sidearm.
forward
This
work,
apparently
power
is for Eagle, as I'm
sidearm here.
hearing in my
figured
ear.
he'd get somewhere around here. Oh my goodness.
He made that putt
Parked
look
it
way
right
easier
in
than
the
it is.
chains, man. What a beautiful putt. And look at Ricky Wysocki. Double bogey on 1.
Why do I
bogey
hear
on
myself,
2,
Matt?
and has done nothing but rattle off birdies. And now an eagle.
Oh, okay.
0 pars.
Wow, so Ricky, after
Think
that
back
terrible
to
start in the
hole
first 2 holes,
1.
is better
He
than
was so
perfect on the
close
next
to
5
crawling in
holes.
bounds there. And that
Again,
could be a
typical
huge
Rick.
instead. I mean,
Typical
man,
Rick stuff.
I wish it had been because he is charging right now. Certainly not over for him. He is a monster, as you see there with that eagle putt.
Damn, Nico
Castro
LaCastro.
on the box. Throwing a judge off the tee. Putter.
Yeah, I think more importantly, Wysocki back to just 1 stroke behind.
Not
second
bad.
place.
Skip left. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Get down
skip
there.
right. Oh, wow.
Got another one, guys.
That's going to be another one
He's
of
not
those
quitting.
barely inside the
He
circle,
looks
20,
so
25
good.
footers.
I mean, literally.
If he slobs
another
that one in
class.
left side again, he's going to
Circle
win.
1 again. Another
Bold
circle
prediction
1
after
off
6
the tee.
holes, I know, but that's going to be parked.
And
Watch,
2
parked.
for Kale.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
I'm so embarrassed. Can you take me off
Late
screen,
driving
Matt?
set of threes. Another outside
Thanks.
circle bid for 2. Bradley
Oh,
Williams,
no.
second, the box. Really pulling
Bradley
down.
Williams on the tee. And I would
JK,
probably
let's
say
see
that
if
he
we
is
have
going to
Cole
park
back on
this
the
hole.
scene.
Let me redeem
Cole
myself.
back.
Put me back on screen.
Took down the FP40
Okay.
at Memorial.
Watch this. Standstill parked.
Saw Bradley do this yesterday. Little standstill.
Okay.
Oh,
Just a little bit too wide. He did kick forward.
Okay, rough start.
Shouldn't be
Rough
so
start for me
bad.
personally, but
Here at number
okay. This
6,
is totally a
really
sidearm
can
hole.
get caught up early.
You know, when I played
So
this
you can really be
course,
punished.
I think I'd throw, because I'm so unsure about what I was doing out here. I was throwing half forehands, half backhands. And Gavin must be
Nico is
thinking,
just
like, what is
steamrolling
going
these guys
on?
right now.
To go
No one
bogey
else
free
even
first
wins
2 rounds
with a
in way
prayer
worse
at birdie.
conditions, and now in the perfect
And we now are going to be
65
talking
degrees,
with
low
Jamie Thomas,
winds.
who's out on the course. Jamie, first question from here in the booth.
The pressure
What
is real.
is happening with Nico LaCastro? He just looks locked in, but he's staying very deliberate on every shot. Is he? I mean, it just seems like he's confident. Where's he at right now?
Yeah, it's exactly like we talked about before the round. He's just got this focus right now, and you could see him pacing around behind the tee pad when some of the competitors are throwing. He's not paying too much attention. He's really just playing his own game.
And now
Jamie
we see
Thomas
Gavin
on the mic.
Rathbun, who got caught up short. Can you give us a sense of where Gavin's
Jamie
at?
Thomas,
He just
obviously a
has
good
not
friend
looked
of mine.
comfortable at
I've
all.
been on
No
tour with
birdies
him.
so far in his
He
round
worked
today
for
in the
Spin
bogey
TV
on
for a
number 1.
while, and now he's
Yeah,
the
trouble will
media.
Texas, if I were to pick a location.
content manager. I think that's his title of the Disc Golf Network, and he's really good at what he does. And I love
Jamie,
that they have
big
someone
question
live
we
on the
I
course
forgot to ask you
talking
earlier.
more about the
Wind
conditions.
direction. Has
Also,
it
Jamie,
completely
congrats. He's a
switched again?
newly-ish father,
Is it 180
so he's got a lot of
degrees
things
different
to work
from where we
on
were the first
with a
two
new
days?
job and a new baby.
I would say 180 degrees different. It's still mostly running with the river, but I did notice back on 2, it's coming a little onshore, just kind of off, so that would be a right to left on 2. As you would expect, nothing here in the woods, though. It's dead calm.
Dead calm.
Dead calm. Okay.
Hey, Nate and I had the same thought.
Trying to salvage a par.
I love having the same thought with a 3-time world champion. It's gonna be a layup. I'm so good at calling shots. If you haven't noticed, like pretty much whatever I say is gonna happen. Perfect layup.
Good up shot there.
I'm not going to
Bradley
start
Williams.
calling
Last
every shot.
question
That's
for you,
going to be
Jamie,
too
before we
annoying.
let you continue to move on. Bradley Williams, he just seems to be a little out of sorts. Have you gotten any sense from
Let's see how
Bradley,
Philo's doing.
So far that he's feeling a little bit out of sorts today so far?
Paul's 5 under. Yuli shredding it. Yuli started with 6 in a row.
Honestly, I think it's just all Nico. Nico's just making all these other guys kind of look not quite on that same level, except for that.
Oh!
Wow, what a putt.
That was amazing.
Incredible
What was that,
putt from
60-footer
Kale.
down the
This guy-
hill?
Right
There we
as you
go.
were
There's a
talking about
smile.
the
There's a
pressure
run.
that Nico was putting on the group. Kale pops one in. A beautiful putt from Kale.
But that might help Nico. Now that Nico saw that go in, he's like, wow, my putt's easy.
Close. The full flex putt.
70-footer.
If there's a guy on the card beside
Baller.
he's not going to feel the pressure. It's Kale, though.
Okay, I'm so interested in this putt, and the fact that he's spin putting. If you know Nico over the years, spin putting was never a thing for him. Maybe if it got super windy, but he was spin putting all around. He was spin putting at the preserve, but not all his putts, like half of his putts. It was like really confusing, but now it's looked like this is his main putt. He's probably thinking bit more power than on the rest of all of his putts. So I bet this is going to hit like top right.
Dominant through 6 holes.
I'm getting LBC Eagle vibes if he's
Lazat's prediction. Simon says top right, butt in. Dead center.
Wow, and right in the heart for Nico Castro. 6
Dead
for 6.
center.
Doing what Paul Ulibarri did just before. And when the tournament
you know
leader
what?
does that,
Nico is not feeling right now that he's playing amazingly well. He's thrown good tee shots, but all of his putts, except for that one just now, have been shaky. So he's feeling kind of shaky, and he's feeling like he's barely doing enough. But on the scorecard, it looks like he's kicking everyone's butt. That's how weird disc golf. I mean, yeah, that's how weird it is. It doesn't always have to look flashy. Nico's making it look really easy right now, and look at that lean back Zooka replay. Is that what they call it? I think so.
I guess I gotta apologize. I said nobody had a prayer.
Kale, there we go.
What was I wrong? Kale from downtown.
And I forgot to look how Philo's doing.
Top 10.
But Paul Ulibarri here, 8 under through 10. He started with 6 down, like Nico just did. And Gavin's struggling. Austin Hoop playing well.
You got a PA3? Hey Chris, can I get a PA3? Yes, sir. M4? M4.
The Firebird has changed my life. I think that without the commitment shown to me from Innova to make this disc in 2015, I would never have made the leap to take my game to a level where I can call myself a US champion, a top 10 player in the world. In my mind, the Firebird is the greatest disc ever made.
And we're looking at the VII apparel hole, hole 7. Is Nico Castro, who has not let go of that box yet and doesn't look like he's going to anytime soon.
Speaking of hole 7, Nico looking for his 7th straight birdie.
All right, Nico.
Good tee shot
Can
here.
we?
You'd almost expect it.
Yeah, that is a fortress in his hands.
Yeah, at the same time, I don't want Nico to run away with it. After 6 in a row, I'm impressed, and I want to kind of just see him shoot the perfect round. And that looks... Turn left, turn left. Perfect. That is so perfect because he wanted to challenge the right side.
Guys, there's going to be a moment
And he has like a
where
straight
Castro
shot
coming
now,
up
and
here in about
we
2
all
or 3
know how
holes
good Nico is
where
at little
he's gonna
straight
start
putter up
realizing
shots.
What is happening. And,
And he can see the basket. He has good footing. Damn, it looks like another
I got
birdie.
his 5-6 stroke lead.
Lazat prediction. Another birdie for Nico Castro.
I think that's going to be a big moment for Nico here in just a few minutes.
Kale's going to end up more
As
left.
early as hole 9.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's in the next few holes.
Oh, that's
I
hard
think
left.
it's 8, 9,
Missed the tree.
somewhere in there, especially if he goes
Okay, he got
birdie
through.
here and birdies.
That's
8.
usually where everyone lands. I would sometimes even throw like an FD3 on this hole, like an overstable fairway driver. Get it out straight, kind of aim to the right side of the bushes you see up there, the dark bush, and then just have it skip right. The distance you get on this hole, if you're throwing backhand, ultimately, like, really does not matter. Oh, that's pulled a bit. Bounce? Oh, great bounce. He can still birdie from there. Like, even though he didn't make it far at all, as long as you're not tucked in a bush or behind a tree or anything or hit early, then this is, I think, the easiest hole they've played so far. Come on, get through. There you go. That's going to be a tricky angle.
Kind of forehand pitch up he had yesterday.
I've been out there before as well. Sometimes when I was getting too greedy, I was throwing like a flip up FD.
And it was the back 9.
And this was round 2.
Yeah,
Look at that outfit.
Absolutely
Yellow, green, red.
This was a fantastic
styling.
shot here. This was on hole number 12.
Straight styling. I was watching this live at home.
Just the Nico-esque
And we were actually having a game night. We were playing some board games yesterday all day, and I was watching the stream alongside that.
It was a very dominant performance. He just had the
And
one
yeah,
bogey,
pretty
which was on number 15.
fun
and
stuff.
Tried to get a little too aggressive into the tailwind, but man, what a
Damn,
back
if Nico
nine
plays
for
the
this
same
Nico
back nine he did
Castro.
yesterday and less wind,
You mentioned it before.
he's unbeatable.
Eagle was the back 9 of the
How is
third
this
round.
happening again? How is the leader again just walking away with it? I mean, it's too early to call anything. It's only hole 6. But starting with 7 birdies in a row without even looking like you're playing that great, like, come on. Just come on. That is buttery biscuits, like Brody Smith would say. Oh, we get a replay. Shout out Zooka Carts. We got the replay. Stand still. No need for a run-up. That just complicates things. That is probably an AVR or a P2 if I had to guess. That's the whole cool thing about the Discmania Innova dynamic. You can, Innova players can throw a couple Discmania molds in there and vice versa.
Hole number 8 as well. So it's a tight
Is that a mistake
group.
or is it
Kale, they're still
perfect?
part of that
Oh,
group as
got
well,
caught
and
up a
that's
bit.
another park job for Kale.
A little bit short left, but that settled on the hill.
But if there's one guy I would want to throw that shot to save my life, Kale would be pretty close to the top of that list, honestly. I would never expect him to make an unforced error there. And here we have Nico. I think that's a sinus. Sinus? Is that how you say that disc? That's a really overstable putt and approach disc. More for approaches, I'd say. So I guess he's going to put a lot of turnover on this. And give it a little nose-up floater. Go in. You're kidding. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Tap in.
Giving it a soft
7
land,
for
but then
7.
landing right next to the pin.
And at this
Think
point,
about yesterday's back 9 of
I don't know anymore.
And
I gotta check my phone. I gotta check U-Disc.
Is like a nice dinner,
My brain is all over the place. Refresh.
Now we're talking about
If we have 1,000 people watching here,
pushing into those second.
how many of you guys are actually subscribed to the Disc Golf Network? And if you're not, why? You want to see every round of live disc golf. It's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better. And check out the link in my description below to get all the info you need, really, about the Disc Golf Network, what they offer, and Yeah, I mean, subscribing is, if you're a PDGA member, $5 a month. That's pretty good. If you're not a PDGA member, then it's $10 a month, or you can get a yearly subscription for $75 a month. Here, representing, I'm full outfitted. They overnighted me this great outfit. I got this insane studio as well. Shout out to Matt Graham again for hooking me up with everything. And yeah, thank you everyone on the Pro Tour and the Disc Golf Network for approving my companion feed and letting me sit down here and watch some live disc golf with people joining me.
There's a few people saying you're too poor to pay for it. We're going to give some away, right? You might want to tease that.
Oh yeah, also by the way, if you... When are we going to do that? I have to...
Next commercial break, we'll come up with the
Okay, so rather sooner than later, I'm actually going to be giving away some free Disc Golf Network subscriptions. So if you're not subscribed and you don't want to pay for it, stick around because I have a couple of free subscriptions to give away.
We are on to a huge thanks to VII for sponsoring Hole
Is this a
7
commercial
on the
break
Pro
or
Tour
no?
all season long. They got great, cool-looking jerseys. Head over to VIIapparel.com to get yours today. Nate's is coming soon. We're looking pretty good in these.
Yeah, I'm good with these.
Yeah, I'm
I'll have to
liking this.
I'll have to get me one of the Sexton ones.
We
But
need some bevel shirts.
well, you never know. Yeah, exactly.
Get some
Yeah,
official beveled crew shirts.
Yeah, we feel good. Keeps us loose. And come summertime, these are very important because I get a little hot in the summer. You know,
Hey.
we start getting in those big rounds. Come major time, we're gonna need our VII.
The booth can be a sweaty place when the
Yeah.
action gets turned up to 11.
You know it.
Bless that breathability.
All right, so important hole. Of course, LeCastro 7 down. Important hole for Nico. If he could
Wow,
pick up another
Nico,
birdie, 'cause
7
I
through
think
7
9
and
through
a
12,
6-stroke
that is going to
lead.
define LeCastro.
And this
Can
hole
he
is a
do
tricky
1 or
one.
200 through those few holes.
He peers it
and
again.
Get out into the open,
Does he
which
get a
I
good
think
bounce?
Once he gets out to the open, I don't think
Okay, I
there's
think
any
that
doubt
red little flag you
that
see in the
he's
ground there
going
is
to,
circle
take
1.
this
So
thing
he is
down,
like
but
25 feet.
an
He just
important stretch.
slid
That was
over
a
that.
great start as he's got another
And that is a scary
circle
putt. Out of all the putts he's had so far, I think that's the scariest one with kind of like a drop off behind the basket. And if you go long there,
He is right down the gutter.
you're almost guaranteed a little roll away. So,
A little bit of a death putt there from
oh,
about
but with
30
a
feet,
6-stroke
but he's
lead,
done
like
so
now
much
everything has
so
changed.
far.
Now he has a
I'm just saying
6-stroke
now,
lead, and that's
I
almost
think
like
strategically, I'm kind of trying to
too
identify
comfortable.
the 2 or 3 scariest holes remaining. Hole 9
Parked.
is certainly one of them, and I might
Perfect
think about
shot.
backing off on some of those.
Kale, the man, the smoothness of disc golf in every way.
And hole number 12.
Absolutely.
Those 2 holes.
Bradley Williams
What
also
happens in
one of the
between those
smoothest
is going to
guys
be important as
form-wise.
well.
I never realized he throws that many standstills. It's like the third or fourth time I see him just stand and throw.
Bradley going to the standstill. JK
Great teacher.
putter toss.
At least that's what I've heard of. Teaches a lot of locals in Texas. And standstill is like the most simple throw, obviously. If you take your whole lower body out of the equation, it's much easier to know what you're doing, timing-wise, form-wise. And Gavin needs
I kind of think I need to text him and figure out what
a couple
make and
birdies.
model that mask is, because it must be comfortable.
That didn't look good. I didn't see where the disc went.
Yeah, I might need to get
But according to his reaction, he cannot be too happy with that. Where's Gavin? He had birdied the last hole. Okay, so Gavin's back to even at least.
Hole number
And here we go,
7
Double
is the
G
first
jerky.
birdie for Gavin
Oh,
Rathbone.
one of
He's
Double
dropped on
G's
that
big passions
solo
is
second place
barbecuing.
down,
I don't know.
tied for
I guess you
second,
don't call beef
down
jerky
into a
anything
tie for
barbecue, but
sixth as he's just even
he
par
knows what he's
through the first
doing.
7.
I've had his meals. It is amazing. I've had his jerky. It is so awesome.
Highly recommended.
From him.
You have his jerky?
Yeah, we'll have to pull it out on the break.
Oh my gosh, I want it.
Looks like he's
Oh yeah, here you can see Gavin. This is, I think, the tightest gap. I think it might be the shortest hole in the course and the tightest
A lot
gap.
of small trees.
Yeah.
Some brush. He's got to try to avoid.
Go in.
He's got to check the speed.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
great
close
kick,
enough.
Actually.
Nature assistant.
That'll be a
That
tap
would've
and
went a
par
lot
for
deeper
Gavin,
if
but
he was
man,
out
he
from high
must
at
be
that moment.
just...
Takes him to just within about 15 feet of the pin.
Just like you do that.
I hate this whole thing that you expect people to crumble under the pressure.
Your leader, Nico
Like, I remember
LeCastro.
2 weeks ago when Ezra
What would be his
Aderhold was on the lead card round 3, And everyone expected him to crumble, and he crumbled. Now Gavin's on the lead card here.
15 under.
I honestly did not expect him to crumble, but it seems like he's kind of crumbling. And why is that? I was listening to other commentators earlier, and they just said Gavin has... Oh, no, I was on the phone with Eagle, and we talked about Gavin. Gavin has ice running through his veins is what we were talking about. And, like, he feels no pressure, he doesn't get nervous, but according to what I'm watching right now, he probably does, like everyone does. Paul Macbeth does.
This is a death putt. You see those cameramen way down below the
I wish I would know what Nico's thinking right now, feeling right now.
Below the level of the pin right now.
I remember when he won the Preserve, he said he didn't even know he was going to win with that putt. So who knows? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's not even sure right now that he's leading by 6. But I hope he does know. This is for 8 in a row. And this is enough time at this point. Wow. Get in. Come on. We know he's trying. The suspense is real. And now. And now. And now. No. He pulled it right.
I think he might have sat. Looks like it.
This was a clear case, yeah, of overthinking it. That's the one thing on why I never take my time. I mean, I take my time as much as I feel like I need to. But I feel like if I took more time, I would start to overthink. And that's, in my opinion, one of the worst things you can do. There you go, Kale. That's what you needed. Great birdie. Oh, I can probably show this here on the stream, right? Guys, shout out to Matt. We are equipped with the double G. Oh, this gets too dark because I'm out of the light. But I have double G jerky right here, and we can do a live taste test. Pretty excited for it. We have Garlic Lover's Dream or Hot Boom Sauce. I'm obviously going to try both. Even though I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to spice. Yeah. But let's see if Nico makes this putt. Oh, he's going to the push putt. We should add a 30-second timer and just to know. Because again, it's always hard to know how much 30 seconds actually is. It's actually pretty long. Oh my. Oh
so again,
my.
that straddle stance, he has
1 millimeter higher, and that is falling out and potentially rolling down. So, but I think again, this is good for Nico. The fact that he missed that first putt, that takes the pressure off of this perfect round. Oh, I'm 7, 8 through 8, whatever. Like that pressure is gone now. He's probably glad. No, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, let's try here. Garlic Lover's Dream. Oh, here we get a replay. Matt, move me over to the left.
I think slightly high, maybe an understatement here.
That even hit like the blue band.
Barely even catching the chain and still falls in for him.
Oh, shake it off, Nico. Oh, smell test is approved. Wow, there is a lot. Okay, ads first. Consistency.
is the foundation that talent thrives from.
Paul steps up.
Day after day, and year after year. Luck has nothing to do with it.
Excellence to me is about constant self-analysis. Which habits are helping me towards my goals and which ones aren't. It's the same with nutrition. The foods I eat should help make my mind and my body the best they can be. Thunderbird makes that simple.
When you order from Dynamic Discs, we do our best from start to finish. First, we receive your order from the website and print out the packing slip detailing the specific items you selected. Then, your order is pulled directly from the shelves, packed in a cardboard box to prevent bending during transit, and quickly on its way to you with free shipping. For every purchase online with Dynamic Discs, you'll receive rewards points so you can save on your next order. We'll work with you to make sure you get the exact disc you're looking for. For anything from Dynamic Discs, Latitude 64, or Westside Discs, head to dynamicdiscs.com.
And we are popping over to Calvin Heimberg on the chase card on hole 9. This is already his 4th shot. I'm running into some trouble in this tricky one.
Yeah, not even. I mean, he's about halfway down the fairway. This is something we saw from Gannon Burr yesterday, getting caught up early here on number 9. I think it's a good preview of what LeCastro needs to deal with over these next few holes. And it starts with number 9. We finally saw a missed putt from Nico inside the circle, so does that creep into his head? I at this point, LeCastro has to just stick with his game plan. I think he's been driving so well in the woods. No changes to be made.
Calvin throwing 4, try to get around the corner for a putt. Okay.
Yeah, good effort there from Heimberg.
Good save of a bogey. Ricky walking down the fairway. He has yet to get a par today still, right, Nate?
Correct.
Wow. That's Ricky Bobby disc golf that Ricky plays on that final day chase
All
card.
right, back, and we are doing the taste test. This hole always has a long backup, but it looks like these guys are already putting. Second card.
Circle 2 range.
And wow, Ricky's turned the whole thing around.
Yeah,
and if this is for 3, it doesn't say anywhere, but if this is for 3, and he makes this, damn, this will be like the comeback round ever. It is for birdie. That's a long putt, though. Gotta be edge of circle 2. And man, this jerky smells so good. Maybe I gotta eat it right now.
Well, and no doubt it's a green light. I mean, at this point, a guy like Ricky, he's
This.
not worried about behind
Double
him.
G, Garrett
Only
Girthy.
worried about what's in front.
Show the putt, Matt. Show the putt.
It's coming.
Mmm. Very peppery. Very tender.
Rico,
This is the most tender beef jerky I've ever had.
Rico.
Another change.
I think he's just
Not
got a
too
really
overwhelmingly
obsessive line.
garlic.
Trying to decide go skinny gap or go Annie.
But definitely garlic.
Annie.
Get in. Yes!
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Wow, Ricky is on
Ricky
fire.
Running it in. That's a Zooka replay. OTV,
Zooka
both of
replay.
them here.
Look at that
Huge
Annie.
putt from Wysocki.
That was
Basket
crazy.
helping him.
Raptor like that thing in there, buddy.
Is he the greatest putter ever to live?
Wow, so Ricky's like almost back on perfect pace. That's amazing.
Fourth, and then like I guess I'll try the Annie. Bang! Like in 1 second.
Ricky's 7 through 9, I think, if I did the math right in my head.
I feel like people have gotten better than him at times, like 2011 Nate Doss.
This is Raven.
But like,
whoa.
Pretty cool disc golf name.
No way I'm in that capacity.
Nope.
No way.
Never gave it a chance.
I like Nate, but I also will.
And I just tried the Double G Garlic Lover's Dream Beef Jerky. and that is extremely tasty. I wouldn't call myself a garlic lover, so I guess it's not the perfect flavor for me. But yeah, pretty much the most tender beef jerky I've ever had. Nice spot. Calvin, just one of the coolest guys. Is everyone noticing this whole hot dog bandit thing that's going on in the Pro Tour?
Simon, I'm just coming on live here. There has been comments closer towards the front end asking if anybody has any information on that and if you're aware of that. So you obviously are aware of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Has this ever happened in the history of the sport?
I don't think it could be more perfect than a stupid little hot dog stamp. So for everyone that doesn't know what the hot dog bandit is, someone on the Pro Tour has been sneaking around other players' discs or bags and putting a little hot dog ink stamp on the bottom of their discs. I think maybe 10 have been hit so far, and no one knows who it is. I think no one knows. Maybe people know already, but I don't know. I think it's Calvin Heimberg, but I don't want to spread any rumors. I really don't know. I honestly really don't know. I just feel like someone that genius to put a hot dog stamp on people's discs with no one finding out who it is has to be an engineer like Calvin Heimberg. Like he's a straight up genius in my opinion. And I'm about to try the hot boom sauce, and Matt already warned me that it is pretty spicy. So this might be entertaining to watch me have some pain. I'm going to take a bit of a smaller piece if that's okay. Double G hot boom sauce. You see the freaking seeds. Ugh, that looks so scary. And I have like this red flake on my finger. I'm not going to eat that part. All right, let's do this. Oh, okay.
It's spicy, dude. Just let it sit in.
This was a mistake. Get me milk. Get me ice cream.
You got the water, right? Cheetos.
What is this? Beef, brown sugar, soy sauce. Oh my god. Cayenne. That's spicy. Jalapeno. But it's nothing crazy like ghost pepper or something, or whatever they're called. Okay, I think I'm over the worst part. No, maybe not.
Beforehand, set up a pretty simple chip. That's my guess. I don't not being in the.
If you like spicy,
I do like spicy.
You like this. If medium hot wings are too hot for you, I would not recommend.
Well, you can hear Kale giving.
Ooh, that is hot. Wow.
That's a beautiful shot from Gavin. Wow.
Wow, that is hot. Double G.
And to put the brakes on late.
Thanks, Matt, for hooking me up with this. I'm going to eat another garlic piece after that one because my mouth is on fire. Whew. Amazing stuff. And awesome. We are over 1,500 people tuned in live here, which is a Lazat first again. Thank you everyone for tuning in, watching along. We are here at the WACO Annual Charity Open Final Round, presented by Prodigy Discs, and we are in cooperation with the Disc Golf Network and the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Thank you guys so much for approving and sanctioning this little collaboration here. Companion feed. Watch along Disc Golf with Simon Lazat. I'm down here in Matt Graham's basement, who is my producer in the back studio. You'll hear him every now and then pop up. So, yeah, he'll read me some comments as well. And we are about to do some giveaways for free Disc Golf Network subscriptions. We have 5 monthly subscriptions, 1 yearly to give away, but just how I'm going to give them away, I still have to come up with. Maybe someone can leave a comment with a good idea of how we should do this giveaway, and Matt can pull that comment out, and then we'll go with it on the next hole. Well, we'll have to do some kind of challenge, some betting game or something, and whoever gets it right first wins a free month of Disc Golf Network. Again, click the link in the description below for all the info you need. And if you want to subscribe to the Disc Golf Network, if you're a PDGA member, you can get a monthly subscription as cheap as $5 a month. If you're not in the PDGA, it's $10 a month or $75 for a year. Over 30 live disc golf events every single round. Worth it. You know I'm subscribed. I was watching day 1 and day 2. I actually get, like, nowadays with the coverage being this well done and so fun to watch, and I mean, for me, I know all the guys, so it's my friends at the same time, but I get excited. I mean, I'm injured right now. I would rather be playing, but I get excited at home to know, oh, a Disc Golf Pro Tour is coming up. I can tune in to the Disc Golf Network. So, man, it's always a pleasure. Oh, my mouth is still on fire, and I need to eat one of these to counteract that. Or I'm going to eat one of these cheesy little
People
flips.
are saying do some disc golf trivia. First one to get it right wins, kind of like we thought.
Okay, disc golf trivia. I'm hearing some disc golf trivia. Should I just come up with a question that I randomly know? Or should I Google something here? Let me think.
For people that listen to the Sexton podcast, maybe how far you've thrown in mini disc golf closest to.
Oh.
Not bad?
But then I would have to Google exactly what number it was because I don't really remember. I know, like, the ballpark. I don't know if people heard what you said, but... Okay, so they don't know what I'm talking about.
They're gonna guess. You could ask, like, that's a world record?
It is a world record,
So
yes.
ask what other world record do you have?
Okay.
As well, taking his medicine, as it were.
See a small gallery here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just
Think everyone
give
gets, like,
away
one
the
support
first
person?
free month,
Yeah, these
right?
are all people that have been invited.
All
by
right,
the
listeners
tournament.
and watchers
Pro
and
Tours
friends
in
and
phase
fans
1
and
scenario
followers,
here.
we are giving away a
Waco
free
Indoor
month
Charity Open, so
right now for the Disc Golf Network.
Put him in the circle.
And the question is, the first comment that Matt sees with the right answer will win. Not necessarily the first one he sees. So I know that's kind of
It's just how YouTube
unclear rules, but that's how YouTube works, and that's how we can get it done right now. So the question is, what? I'm going to ask a question about myself. This is going to be the first question. What is my best finish on the Pro Tour? Total points. After one season, what was my best finish in the Pro Tour standings after the Pro Tour finals?
Okay, I have to mute you, and then you got to tell me the answer. So I'm going to mute you.
Good thing to do if you can get to that mental space. I think that'll serve you well.
Third from Kale with a PA3 trying to salvage a par.
Okay, to me it is Ryan V.
All right, did people hear that? All right, okay, so the first comment that Matt saw with the correct answer, which is 2. I got second back in 2018. It could be 17. But my best ever in the Pro Tour Finals, I ended up beating Paul Macbeth on the last hole to get in second place. And the right answer was Ryan who? Ryan V. Congratulations, Ryan V. You won a free month of Disc Golf Network. And please make sure to reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook telling me that you won. And I'll make sure it's actually you. And I'll get you in contact with the Disc Golf Network, and we'll make it all work. So congrats, and thanks for knowing. So quickly. That was so quick. I need to ask harder questions. And I also need to pay attention to what's happening here.
Into the woods on the left, but stays in the middle, executes 2 beautiful sidearms, and he's got a tap-in par.
And look at Gavin trying to get under on the round.
Let's go.
There we go. Nice to see him hit that putt. It still works.
Great birdie.
Oh, Gavin birdied. Wow, out of all the holes, of course, the hardest hole on the course, he would choose to birdie. Or at least the hardest course in the woods. Hardest course, hardest hole. Wow. That putt screamed
This
confidence.
is very Bradley. It goes
money.
in, and he just absolutely hates it.
No
He's
pictures on the
disgusted
scorecard
with
once again.
himself.
Doesn't matter how you put
But,
it in.
you
That's
know,
not what I
Bradley,
always say.
it's
People
in,
ask me
par,
about putting
no
tips
worries, man.
and
You may have
how
pull
to
that
hold
kid
your
climb to the
putter,
fence,
what
but
putter to putt
climb it
with.
over into the bucket.
All
Off
those
the front
questions,
rim
I'm
there.
like, it
will
literally
save his
does
par.
not matter
Pretty good hole
what
here.
putter you
Pretty good
use,
hole
how
for
you
the
hold
fellas.
it, what
3 pars,
form
1
you
birdie.
choose.
Yeah, no orange. Yeah.
What matters is
No,
confidence.
That's the front 9.
And not
Sexton,
fake confidence.
let's head to the back
Overconfidence is
9.
never good,
Let's take a
obviously.
look here at hole number 10.
Real
Hole 10,
core
attackable.
confidence
It's
that
one of the
you're
most
not
beautiful
missing
holes
the
on
putt
the property.
and
The men's
commitment,
team
of
go over
course,
this gully to start.
and
So
whatever
if
helps
did
you
have
get
a very,
confident
very errant tee
and
shot
helps you
right off the
commit.
bat,
Those
you're
are
in
the
huge
two
trouble
things
because
that
you're gonna
matter.
be down low.
If the choice
other
of putter
factor
gives
is
you
a
those
really
things, then I
thick
guess it
rough
matters what
along
putter
the
you
entire
use.
left side, which
If the
begins
way
to
you hold it
slope
gives you
away
more
down to
confidence,
the
then
left. So if
that's
you don't
obviously how you should
control
hold it.
your angle, if you
But
throw something
the
a
way
little
I
bit
see
weak
putting,
or a little bit too overstable,
there's no
this
right or
area
wrong.
right here, a big
Whatever
collection
makes you
point
feel
on the
confident.
left,
It could
and
be
if
the
you
hat
slide
you're
under,
wearing.
you're really looking at
Maybe that's the key for good putting for you. It could be the underwear. I mean, I had that theory for a long time. I had putt socks. I had specific socks that I would always putt good in. Sounds a bit superstitious, I guess, but, you know, it is whatever works for you. You just got to figure it out. Hard to copy someone's putt because whatever makes you feel confident might not help anyone else feel confident. But yeah, confidence is the key. Obviously, practice can help you feel confident.
I'm going to chime in here real quick.
Okay.
Kale LaVisca, 20 down. Bradley Williams, 20 down. Ricky Wysocki, 20 down. They're 5 back on Nico.
Yeah.
But being a fan of the sport here and liking close finishes, obviously I'm happy for Nico. I would love to see some real hard push here, and Nico falters a little bit. Not because, again, I want him to fail, but because I like excitement. So let's see what happens. 5 strokes with about half the round left to go.
Okay, I'm looking at the U-disc right now as well. As Kale pumps one down the fairway. This is actually one of my favorite wooded holes in the world that they're playing right now. So pretty, so fun. If Nico is checking scores, and he sees he's leading by 5 over Kale, Bradley, and Ricky, a wall of 20 unders, I don't know, but if I was in Nico's shoes right now, I would think about it, sadly. But I bet Nico's not even checking it. Nico knows he's leading by a bunch, and he's just gonna not worry about that and ride it out. But wow. Kale's 6 down. Oh, Ricky's...
I think yes.
How's Ricky only 6 down? He started... Look at Ricky's scorecard, guys. If you pull up U-disc, Ricky started double bogey, bogey, birdie, 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 eagle, birdie, birdie, birdie. That is vintage Ricky Wysocki for you. Just a horrendous start and just completely go on a shred after that.
A little short and on the left. It's going to be a tough up and down, but he's in the short grass.
Who's covering second card?
The Open at Belton.
The Open at Belton. I've played in Belton. Have I played in Belton? I don't know. But yeah, next weekend, guys, the Open at Belton, presented by Discraft, live on the Disc Golf Network.
I have not.
That's something I didn't know, and something that I'm now very glad that I know. So Ryan V, you can tune into the Open at Belton. That's pretty awesome. Here we have the scoreboard, Nico LaCastro, and then 3 guys tied for second. I don't want to see Nico fail, but I want to see it get closer. And at the end, with 2 or 3 holes to play, it'd be like a 2-stroke swing, and then things are going to get interesting. Calvin slowed down a bit. Of course, Gavin, we've seen, has had a rough start. Chris, Austin Hoop. Austin Hoop, I feel that's a guy I saw in Vegas as well. So he's been playing well. Chris Clemens, lefty. Arguably one of the best lefties in the world right now. And then Yuli, who is shooting a 9 under par. Cruising. And Matt just brought pizza. Which is pretty amazing to think that in the next commercial break, I'm going to have a slice of pizza. And another cheese. What do you call these? Cheese fries.
He's got a lot of distance left to the pin, and there's a
This is
bunch
actually a
of
great
trees
spot
that
for
he
Nico
can get
here. He's
caught up
so
in.
good at like a flat release, overstable disc, and then have it skip towards the basket, and that's exactly the shot he needs here. Hard to tell from this angle how much that small tree on the left comes into play and how much he has to push it to the right of that. But I'm expecting perfection. Of course. Look at that. Flat release, hyzer, and wow, that was
Great line.
exactly how I drew it in my head, and I guess Nico too, and that is another going to be another tester. And what did Nico get in the last hole? Did he get a 4? Okay. He went 7 birdies and then par after he missed a really short, not really short, kind of short putt on hole 8, and almost missed the comebacker as well.
Just hole 9, he was
which
not
would
there
have
for birdie
swung
on
his
circle
brain
one.
for a
Well,
loop.
obviously those first 8, he got them all.
I know we're
Yeah,
talking
there's another one
MPO right now, but I
so
just
his
thought of
percentage
this.
is
Did you see what
maybe good for
Madison
one for the
Walker was
record
wearing
books
for a
right
shirt
now.
sponsor yesterday? Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Okay, so in the off season, I think everyone's probably aware, she is no longer sponsored by Innova, but so she said, look at this. She goes, this knucklehead made it onto the lead card tomorrow. And she said, zoom in on the picture. And when you zoom in on the picture, you see it literally is embroidered on her shirt, knucklehead disc golf. So I don't know if that's real sponsor or if she's just putting it out there, but she has made it on the lead card, knucklehead disc golf.
Knucklehead disc golf. I feel like I've heard about that. Maybe, maybe not.
Well, that knucklehead made it on the lead card, so.
Shout out Madison Walker. Tied for second, or is she in solo second? I don't know.
I forget.
I could just check right now. I have my phone in my hand. My phone knows everything. Solo second, 2 under par, and then Lisa and Missy Gannon are rounding up the lead card with Kona Star Panis leading by 10. Whatever Kona did in the offseason, she needs to let everyone know so we can try and copy whatever that was. Because after she won the All-Star event, how did Kona do in Vegas? I forget.
Not horrible.
Kona in Vegas. Where does it say?
Great shot from Kale.
Oh, here we go. LVC. Sixth.
Right.
Tied for sixth.
Talked a lot about Kale, but
That's not bad.
Kale played
That's deep in the cash.
He had the best round of the
And
entire
Kona
field
won the
yesterday
All-Star,
with
6th
that
in
10 under
Vegas.
par.
And, I mean, I don't want to jinx anything for her, of course. I'm pretty stoked for her as well, but, man, if she plays below average, she's probably still going to walk it in today. Yeah, Paige and Katrina both not on the lead card. I think Paige is not even on second card. I was watching some of the FPO yesterday as well, and they had to deal with a ton of wind, and it was pretty crazy to watch. So, Paige is on fourth card.
Yeah, and I think it goes.
Wow, when's the last time that happened? Paige is already playing 3 holes, 3 pars.
Putting, but he's also the first by a long
All right, back to the action here. Bradley Williams. I'm gonna say.
I wonder if that's a sample size thing.
Things are still open. Everything can still happen.
Sure, he's taking.
They have 3 more holes in the woods.
Attempts more than most, because a lot of guys are going to drive it to 80 feet
The
away,
par
chip
4.
it to 5
What hole is that?
feet,
Hole
dunk it
12,
in, those
11 or
stats
12.
accumulated.
The last hole in the
Nico
woods
is
is
putting
definitely a
himself in
hole where
birdie
things can
position.
happen.
7 holes.
You can
in
roll
10
an easy
so
6
far
or 7 on that hole.
through this event.
Bradley.
And Bradley got lucky to hit the pole there. You don't want to slide down that hill and give yourself an awkward 20-footer
That
uphill.
would be a drop-in par for him.
But yeah, I mean the
another
next
stretch.
hole is a
Nico
short
Castro
par
with a good
3
putt
where
for him.
probably half of them are going to birdie it, half of them are going to get a par.
Birdie bid currently.
But then the most interesting hole is going to be the last one in the woods, which used to be a par 5, is now a par 4.
Yeah, so just outside.
And if you get off the
circle.
fairway on that hole, you are
Or maybe no.
in big trouble. But I bet Nico's going to play it super safe and just play for a 4, not even try and get a 3. And then if the wind keeps dying down out on the fields,
Just inside the circle for
man, now that I think about it more, I don't know. If Nico makes this and goes par in the next 2 holes, it's going to be real hard.
8 down on the round.
It's a tricky green too. A
Spin
bounce out
putter
on the left
Nico.
side
Is
could
he
roll
putting with
away.
the
It
sinus
could
as
be a
well?
tough
It's
comeback
so
putt.
unique. That's what I'm talking about. Like the putter you use, literally, like whatever. Just step up and throw it in. How it goes in, like no one cares. Just yourself, I guess. Come on, Nico. And oh, that was not again.
Wow, so he
On the
doesn't
first,
make the putt,
he made one
but he
confident
does
putt
stay
on his
close,
first
and
7
you can
holes
just
that he
see
all
that
birdied.
slope
The rest
sitting
like
right on top
somehow
of that,
went
so it's gonna
in.
be a drop in. Now, here's
So
the
for him, his
question.
round is like
You
best
see
case
that little
scenario, I
motion
think.
Right there.
I don't know how to
The
read this.
gears are starting to turn in Lecastro's head. I'll say it again. 9
And-
through 12, so important for Nico.
I don't know, but I just heard we have 11-year-old Svine? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
If I said that name wrong, which I probably did, I'm sorry, but 11-year-old from Norway watching. Thanks for tuning in. In Norway, it is bedtime. Grüße aus Deutschland auch. Wir haben natürlich auch Zuschauer aus Deutschland hier. DJ School 38, shout out. And I think it's almost time for another giveaway of a free month of Disc Golf Network subscription, which we'll give you next week live at the Open in Belton, which is the tournament I wanted to play last year, but then COVID-19 started raging and we had to fly home. And here we go. It's 1 stroke closer already. Man, now if Nico goes par and Kale goes birdie, there we go. It's back. We have a game. Wow, Kale has been sneakily 7 under. Nico looked like he was playing so much. Nico looked like he was killing everyone, and now Kale is like tied with him. Yeah, but unfortunately, Bradley Williams and Gavin Rathbun, the guys that were in the chase, have had a rough start to their rounds. But nothing's over yet. Anything can still happen.
He made a 27-footer on one. He made a 38-footer, a bunch of 27s. He made that 50-footer, and he just made a 38-footer. So, Nate, you are right. The baskets look great. Let us know about number 11. Let's check out that green. Yeah.
Did people hear that?
No.
Okay, so I have a question coming in here, and it is, how would it affect me if another card mate was taking 55 seconds to putt? And I can honestly say that's happened before. I've played with Nico many times before. He doesn't always take that long, but it does happen. It doesn't really affect me. The only thing that I do is kind of look to my other card mates and smile. We kind of chuckle about it. And I actually ended up, after the preserve, I emailed the PDGA about that. Not because I was bitter that he won. I was actually really happy for him because he hasn't won in years, and he's like one of the guys that tries the hardest, and he's so passionate about what he does. But I was just emailed the PDGA asking, like, why do we have this rule, and why are we our own referees? Because making a time, I've never been around ever in the whole history of my career that someone called time violation on anyone, and I've witnessed obviously many. I would personally never call anyone on time, even if it would take 2 minutes. And I guess, I mean, you could discuss that that's not the right thing to do, but the vibes that you get on a card after someone calls foot fault, or even if I would imagine a time violation, it's not worth it. Even if it's ethically or sportsmanship like the right thing to do, it's not worth the weirdness, awkwardness after someone calls your competitor out themselves on a violation that, like, well, were you sitting there with a stopwatch? Let me, like, do you have proof I used more? It's just, or with a foot fault. I mean, we can't look at replays because we can't use camera footage to prove any rule violations. So, ooh, yeah, Nico, that's not bad. That's a scary putt, though. So it's always just weird afterwards. Even the people that take it well and just go on with their game, there's still a weird tension afterwards, and it's never worth it. So I don't know. It doesn't really bother me how long someone takes to putt, or if they miss their mark by an inch. Like, whatever. We need new rules, or we need a referee. One of the two. I don't know.
4 or 5.
But here we go.
Surprising, as well as Kale is playing, not leading in any single category, just very solid in all of them.
He spread his stat points out, across everything. No weaknesses.
Been there, done that. That's me and you to a T right there.
Nico is
So-
leading in 4
Generalists.
4
maybe.
categories.
You know it.
That's pretty dominant.
Let's see. He's outside even circle 2, I believe.
Yeah, good point there, Nate. I had a little optical illusion.
I feel
The
you on
camera
that.
angle I was
I know I
looking
like
at
to
and-
do
and
production
yeah, he's
stuff,
much further
but I
away.
noticed
see
it
the
looks
blue
like
mark,
Kale
he's
is
about
mic'd up.
75
There's a
feet.
wire out of his pocket, up his shirt.
Get in.
Oh,
Wow.
it's probably the Jomez coverage, right?
Wow, so we
Mic'd up.
actually carry a
Yeah,
little
so you
bit of
see in
heat
Kale's back pocket, there's a little wire poking out, and Jomez every now and then likes to wire someone or mic someone up. I've had it done before, and it kind of bothered me. I took it off half round because I was playing so poorly. But no, it's really cool to get actually the live audio of players, what they say after good or bad shots, and just it feels like just like a closer and realer connection to what's going on. And look at this angle. Oh, I love that angle, and they changed it. I guess it's better to see the full picture here, but Nico staring down. And after Kale is already scrambling for par, I might almost lay this up in Nico's case. But it doesn't look like laying up is on his mind. At least he has another 20 seconds or so to think about it. What is he thinking about? Maybe he's hearing my voice. That would be bad. Oh, no. Faked us all out. Oh.
Great run. That's great. Whoa.
Instant feint as well. No, you know what? That was not a bad miss. He gave it a chance, and he hit top right, which was like the safest place of the entire basket to hit if you missed. And it leaves himself a tap and par, which with Kale also getting a par. I don't think it's a big problem for Nico here. Ricky is 2 or 3 holes ahead at this point, and Gavin just laughing again. It's not his day.
Bradley Williams, though, will try to
I know exactly how he's feeling right now and what he's thinking. Very disappointing.
I was just gonna say, what is he thinking then, Simon? You've been there before.
Well,
What's going through his head?
He has like 10 cameras around him, and he's like, oh man, his family and friends are going to be like so disappointed, and he, of course, himself is disappointed, and he's just questioning like, what did I do wrong? Like, get in. Oh, thank you, Kale, for making that. That was important. But no, Gavin is just like, man, I can't believe this is what happened. He probably felt prepared, and I actually really don't think he's a guy that gets too affected by nerves or that gets overly excited about anything. I think he's a pretty cool, calm dude. So he's probably just like, wow, it just really is the case. Like, everyone has to go through this once, at least in life, where you're playing well, you're on a lead card, and then there's all the cameras and all the pressure, and suddenly nothing works anymore, even though nothing feels different. That's just the way it goes.
We're ready for the lead card action here, Ian. And this is going to be a day for Kona if she wants it. She has a 10-stroke lead over the field. 18 holes to play. We're going to see if this is just a victory lap for her, or we'll see if the nerves start to creep in.
Big shot here after re-teeing yesterday.
I believe she's going Mako 3 off the tee, you guys.
Next on the tee, representing Upper Park
Unknown
Disc Golf,
how that one finished. Looked like she got a little bit of tree through the gap.
I gotta think she was at least over inbounds territory. I think the re-tee is out of play. I don't know that she's inbounds, though.
And we are looking at Madison Walker fresh back on the scene after her break last year. Fantastic to see that. She's going to be throwing an orc.
Madison had a
nice
great
and low.
round yesterday, and
Madison
really, the
Walker,
rest of the
happy to
field
see
is
her back
still
on
so
tour. She's
closely
been struggling. We were messaging back and forth a bit about our injuries, and she's been struggling. She's a forehand dominant player, so her shoulder and elbow. I think she had problems with her fingers as well, with the release point. And yeah, glad her injuries seem to be better, and she's playing well. If she's in second, Kona just threw, and I don't know if Kona's safe. I couldn't really tell, but it looked like it. I don't know why Kona doesn't throw the high hyzer. Like, she has more power than most on a backhand in the FBO division, of course. And I'm surprised he just doesn't blast a destroyer or something over the trees. That's what I would do, at least. That's what I've always done on this hole. I never understood why anyone would choose to go down the middle, which is way too scary, especially as a hole one.
Yesterday, they were in either the
And in the
card
wind.
or the third card and fought their way.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's going to be close.
Amazing athlete.
Green flag. Nice. All right, the girls are off. And it's I'm going to say this right now. I'm most likely not going to stick around for the whole girls coverage. For once is the reason that Kona's leading by 10. And as much I would love to watch her do a victory lap, but it's probably going to be kind of a battle for second place, which I hope the MPO is not going to shape up to.
And the reality is we want to send everyone that's here right now over to the Disc Golf Network to finish it out. So,
oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Guys, if you should totally tune, I will definitely watch the FPO coverage. I won't sit live here for it, but yeah, once this is done, head over. It's free on YouTube. Every final round on the Pro Tour, free to watch on YouTube live. And if you want to watch other rounds, definitely check out
what it's like to be that far ahead.
the company I'm representing today, which is the Disc Golf Network. Link in the description. Click it, see what they have to offer, and you can get a monthly subscription for $10, or if you're a PGA member, half off, $5. Yeah, and for a yearly subscription, it is $75 a year, and you get over 30 live disc golf events, which is pretty sweet. And I'm always looking forward to the weekends I can watch some disc golf, as long as I can't play it. Get in. Good run by Madison. And let's give another... Oh, I think there's going to be a commercial break coming in soon. Look at that. Kona Pan is 12 down. And Madison 2 down. Top 2.
When was the last time that we have not seen Paige Pierce on a leaderboard?
I know. When was the last time Paige has not been on the top 10? She might shoot like a 10 down today and come back, though. It's possible.
Put their foot on the gas, so we'll keep an eye on who's making a move.
Dude, you might be sick of this, but people keep asking, why is Simon not playing through the whole straight?
Okay, I'm hearing... People can't hear you, right? Okay, so I'm hearing that the question keeps popping up on why am I not playing? Ooh, I mean, I gladly keep telling the story, but I feel like I've told it so many times now that people might be getting sick of it, but I'm actually injured. I've been battling an injury on my right elbow, right here-ish, for months and months and months. All last season, I wasn't throwing any forehands because of my elbow, and I kind of just like dealt with it on backhands, which was a terrible choice, and I don't recommend. But it's still the aftermath of that. I've been going to rehab, going chiropractor, massages, I've acupuncture. I've tried pretty much everything, and it just takes more time. Sometimes time is the only thing that can really help, but that is the reason I am currently not playing on tour. I'm starting to throw again, slowly but surely. We're ramping up my quantity and, I mean, quality, I guess, too, if you want to. I'm throwing a bit harder and harder every week, kind of like that. And my goal right now is to be back on tour by
I'm looking forward to
the OTB Open, which is the new San Francisco Open, which is in the beginning of May. So the rest of March and all of April, I'm still going to be sitting out at home and be a full-time disc golf fan and work on my health and elbow recovery. That's the reason I'm not playing. I would love to be there right now.
This is actually a great look into the personality
of
Kale.
This course is so fun.
I mean,
one of the
he's
most
not
unique
looking to
courses
slow
we have
down.
on tour.
He's not looking to stop playing.
This hole's always a backup, as you can see right now, which is really annoying. But it's such a cool place.
You know, he's one of the best players we've ever seen.
I want to see how Eagle finished. Oh, Eagle already finished before I started. Eagle shot 8 down today, now that I remember. Eagle
He
McMahon,
certainly
man,
is
what a
class of disc
Eagle
golf,
McMahon,
and,
man,
we're all lucky
what
to
a
have him
tournament
go
for
around.
him. He was in
One
like
of my absolute
80th
favorite disc golf highlights ever.
or 85th or something before the final round. He had a you can watch it on Jomis, his first round. Terrible luck on hole 1, and then he had a handful of spit outs. Not actually a handful of spit outs, but a couple spit outs during the round 1. And round 2 it was super windy and he couldn't get control. I guess he was maybe trying a bit too hard to get back in the swing of things, and today at least he shot an 8 down and he jumped like 50 spots up the leaderboard. But it definitely was not the weekend for the Eagle.
Great shot.
And that was beautiful.
That's perfect.
Is that Nico's
That's pushing
disc
that
right there in the
long
middle?
edge
No, Nico didn't
of the
birdie.
fairway. It's going to set up the
Nico's going
premium
last.
to
That's right.
access the green.
And you'll see Bradley's shot after this. We're looking at Gavin right now.
Gavin. Did that hit that
with
first 3 and bounce
the
left?
Bogey at
Oh,
best
he
for
does just not
Wysocki.
look
This
comfortable right
really
now. I feel
leads
bad for him.
Bradley and Kale to try to
I've
make
kind of felt that
something
way before
happen.
too, but I kind of take it with
They
more humor.
need to push Nico. They cannot allow Nico to walk this.
I guess
in.
it's easier if you've been there a
They've
couple
gotta force
times.
him to make shots, especially as we get out of the
Okay,
open
Nico.
after 12 here. So I think 12 a key hole.
This is
not
the
only
last
for
wood
Lexington,
shot right
but
here.
for both
This if this is
Williams and
on
Visca.
point, I think in Nico's head. I mean, with hole 17 and 18 coming, those 2 holes, a lot of things can happen. If it is windy. But if Nico gets a birdie on this hole, that would be for him a pretty big step towards winning.
It looks good.
That looked perfect. Roll. A little inside.
Tight, but it's fairway.
Might have to play for
It is
4 there,
fairway,
but
and
maybe
not
that helps him. If he
that
hasn't,
much
if he
different
doesn't have to
from where
get
we
too
saw
aggressive,
him
he can just
yesterday.
kind of
think
say,
he had a
"Yeah, I
little
had a
more
good drive or
distance,
good
but
enough
a
drive,
similar
and
angle.
I can't really go for birdie here," and then he'll get a safe
If
par
there was one guy in
instead
the
of
world
potentially
to throw that
making an
shot,
unforced
yeah.
error
Whereas we saw
when he
that's
tries
that
to go
Nico
too
line
aggressive.
shot that we were showing where he
That was
forces
perfect
over
as
it.
well.
There's really not another way to get to the pin from where he is.
Oh yeah,
He's
that was the
so
first
comfortable
drive.
with that play.
Okay,
Great drive.
so I
from
thought.
Replay of Bradley's drive while we watch Ricky putt. Right.
That's the cool thing about the back end here, the way you can just shape a mid-range and then actually like carries and glides down the fairway. Oh, look how short
Drop zone.
is.
Is he just happened to
Did he
be
bounce
there, or did he
backwards?
actually miss? No, he's not actually at the drop zone. He's just near it. Okay.
Wow, I guess he only made it like 60 feet off the tee,
Left
and I have
side of
no
the
clue where
fairway
that
down
went.
there.
And I smell pizza. There hasn't been a commercial break in way too long.
Dude, I say you take it.
I've never said that before. No, I'm good. I don't want to take a break. Nico LaCastro 25, Kale 21, Ricky 21, Bradley 21. Anything is still possible. Ricky, after a bogey, double bogey start, is 7 down through 11. That's pretty much as good as you can possibly do it. Austin Hoop is a name there that I haven't seen too many times. Dickerson playing okay. 6 down through 13. That's solid. Clemens having a great round, 9 under. And then Yuli, 10 down through 16. For Yuli, I put Yuli in my pick 6, actually. If you don't know what pick 6 is, you got to check out the UDisc app. And before every Pro Tour event, you can choose 6 pro players on the FPO and MPO combined. And what is it? The less points you get, the better, I think. And every position is how many points you get. And yeah, at the end, there's the last in Vegas, I got like 3,500 with my picks. So thousands of people participate, and if you can make like the top 20 list of that, I think that would be a pretty fun experience. That's my goal for this year.
Oh, great kick. That actually took a little kick
Okay, so
off
Gavin
the
is
branch.
still probably like 80 feet short there. He's gonna
Back to LaCastro here.
have to lay up and take
It's kind of a
another
snake pit shot, though,
bogey.
because he's gonna want to be aggressive, but
Maybe his first bogey
he
since
can
hole 1, actually.
Take a high kick and kick down there where Wysocki
This is
is.
again the last wooded holes. Let's give away a. Let's ask another question to give away another free month of Disc Golf Network, guys. The Disc Golf Network. Thank you so much for allowing me, approving the companion feed, and I'm here to represent and help out in any way I can. And thanks everyone for tuning in. And if you're not subscribed to the Disc Golf Network, maybe you want to listen to this question. And if you answer it right, and Matt the guy behind the scenes, sees your comment first with the right answer, you'll win a free month of Disc Golf Network. The Disc Golf Network also bringing you over 30 live disc golf events this year. And that's going to be worth it. So let me think of a question, Matt. Matt, do you have a question? Sorry, I put you on the spot.
The chat room from the previous question was saying that we need to pick one that has more variation in answer. So like beyond numbers, because everyone just starts picking every number. So maybe like, I don't know.
Okay. I should... Before I announce something like that, maybe I should think of a question.
Your favorite go-to food. Now people are going to start answering, so we're not going to count it because you're going to have to like narrow that down in your head and how to ask that. But something like that, there's a lot of options. Or maybe the craziest, grossest food, something along those lines. I'm just making stuff up now.
Okay.
Trying to get comfortable in this uncomfortable stance.
Yeah, play that commentary. I'm thinking. Is he attacking this? Guys, hold on. I'll think of something in 1 second. Sorry.
You should see all the food choices.
Oh, gosh. Oh, inside. That'll cut roll. Uh-oh.
It was a great camera view that we had there, fellas, because you could see how the fairway is sloping that way, and if it catches that angle, I'm a little surprised to not see Nico's disc kick down the hill just a little bit.
I thought we'd see a little baby cut roll, yeah.
So it's going to be a tricky little upshot there from the Castro.
And heard him say, did that stay in the middle somehow? He's hoping, but yeah, I don't think he was that fortunate. He may have another similar kind of stretch out Annie from there if he's lucky.
And Kalen,
Man, I need your help.
Position after a fantastic drive.
My brain is blanking right now.
And 4 second shot. He's almost through
too much.
4.
Too much turn.
You knew it.
I did not like watching Kale do that right now.
Kale, guys.
Hats
opportunity
off.
miss for Kale, but also not a bad
Kale
kick.
never takes his hat off.
It's going to be on that left side of the fairway, but it didn't go in super deep like where we saw Ricky.
Yeah, it should be a par coming up for him.
Well, all three of our now... I'm almost willing to put money on it. It's going to be one of these three guys to take down the trophy.
All right, guys, here's a question.
And they're all going to
I'm going to make it about me again. Sorry. But if you're a fan, you might know this. How many, my fiance and I, we just bought a house a couple months ago, and we have a couple pets. How many pets do we have in our house?
Now we're going to see the
This is going to be a quick one.
stance of Nico. Nate, you were
Because they're going to just guess every number under the sun.
I said the numbers again.
With that slope, I'm a little surprised to not see.
I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this. I'll get better.
It's all right. We got to give away 3 more after this.
Yeah. We have a couple more.
Okay, hold on. I got to mute it.
Yeah.
It's certainly not an easy stretch. This is not.
Okay, we got a lot of answers coming
we're
in.
See Castro just looking to the right here.
It is so hard to catch the numbers.
What commonly
Let's see, there's like
this type of
80
shot is that you
zillion.
need it
Yeah, it's a
left.
big number.
I'm so sorry that I did a number question again. I completely ignored the suggestion that I heard that I shouldn't do a number one again.
But what's amazing is a lot of numbers came in, and out of the 100 that's come in or more, one guy's got it right.
I heard only one guy has it right so far.
Let me see. I got to scroll back up because it keeps bouncing on me. And I got to see how to read this name. All right, I'm going to read the name. I'm going to butcher it, but it's Tauco Pentila. Tauco
Pentila.
With the correct answer of 10.
With the correct answer of 10. 10 pets, guys. That's all we have. We have 3 fish, 3 axolotls, and 4 cats. And And out of hundreds of answers, Matt said only one got it right. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, eventually others, but there was
eventually others. But okay, so can you say that? Can you repeat that name one more time?
I'm finding it again. I think it was Zooka Pentila. Touko.
Tauco.
Yeah, Tauco.
Very important one.
Tauco Pentila?
I'm writing these down, yes.
Hey, it sounds kind of Finnish, maybe? But anyway, please, hey, thanks for joining, thanks for watching, and please reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll get you in contact with the Disc Golf Network for a free month of live disc golf.
Where else are they giving away free months of Disc Golf Network? Nowhere.
I don't think they're giving away anywhere free months of live disc golf.
This is pretty cool.
Again, Disc Golf Network, link right in the description if you want to know more about it, what it's all about. It's $5 a month for PDGA members. If you're not a member, it's $10 a month for live disc golf. Over 30 disc golf events this year. And if you want a yearly subscription, it's going to be $75. The Disc Golf Network. Of course, working with the Pro Tour. Pretty stoked to be a part of this, and man, I just can't believe there hasn't been a commercial break in this long.
That's awesome, right?
It's just because there's pizza waiting right there.
It's the value that... It's the Disc Golf Network. They've come a long way from the days of between every shot showing advertising.
Yeah, definitely.
This is great value.
Yep. There's the Pro Pole. Okay, so I haven't been watching. I've been talking again too much. And we have a couple more months to give away. And we have a year to give away.
I have a question. I actually I thought up a question. Let me throw it on mute for a minute.
Okay,
Guys,
we'll mute it for a
enjoy the
second.
stream for a little bit, guys.
A little bit long there for Gavin. Kind of more than he would have wanted from that upshot. But it does look like it's going to be Le Castro first.
Setting up his par putt.
It's a lot closer than it looks from actually that camera angle. He is only about 12 feet away. That's a better angle. You can see how close to the pin he is.
Should be no problem for Nico. First sign of a crack, Nate.
Yeah, I was just going to say he's standing a long time over what is basically a routine putt. Now, not out of the question because he has shown that he's stuck with that routine no matter what. But Sexton, what a big miss for Nico, just opening the door as they head into what could be anything coming.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's the first sign of a crack. I think it's starting to be a little bit of a theme we've seen. He's missed a couple opportunities now. Just that one happened to be for par, where the others were for birdie. But every stroke is the same in the end. So, yeah, that was the worst one yet. He was pretty close, and definitely didn't expect him to lose a stroke there after how the other guys were not able to access the green for birdie looks.
And that is going to be a 3-stroke lead for Nico now over both Bradley and Kale. It's shrinking again.
Did you guys watch that putt Nico missed?
The open, and it's about to get interesting.
Like Nate Doss is saying in my ears right now, it's about to get interesting. And this is Kona.
So this is just a moment ago.
If this was her drive, that was a crush. That's no way that was her drive.
So incredible drive from Kona.
Oh, yeah, I hear it was an incredible drive. Wow. That is a long ways to get it up to there. And that should be close enough. Oh, it's already... Oh, they're showing replays. I really love how they can... How quickly... I know it's probably only one or two guys with all the... Oh, nice, Kona. With all the little controls to like switch back and cut and then replay. And what they're doing multitasking-wise with... unbelievable. Shout out to Mo and Johnny V.
And just a moment ago, Kona Panis on 3.
Coming off that beautiful birdie, Kona is just looking so confident and looking very unrattled.
Wow.
And steps up and parks hole 3. That'll be a drop-in birdie for her.
Great shot. So, fellas, just a moment ago, I was watching the camera. I saw Nico LaCastro actually pull his phone out of his bag. I don't know what he looked at, but he certainly did check his phone. So I don't know if he was checking scores, but I'm telling you right now, the wheels are turning.
Yeah,
and it was back on hole number 8 that I said 9 through 12 was going to be so important. Through that stretch, let's just take hole 8 to hole 12. Nico LaCastro went 1 over par. All pars, 1 bogey. Both Kale and Brad both went 2 under par. So they were able to peel back 3 strokes in that 5-hole stretch. And all the momentum is now in the favor of Kale and Brad, as Nico's going to have to deal with what just happened.
Bradley Williams piping one down the fairway on hole 13, par 4.
We're back. I had pizza.
Is that Mano to deal with on this one?
No real opportunity.
And I feel much happier now.
For Eagle.
I was already happy.
So far, and I don't think
enjoying the live coverage here at the
make birdie really
WACO Annual Charity Open, presented by Prodigy Discs.
Do you know, Simon, was WACO Annual Charity Open on purpose a play on WACO, the acronym, or was it just purely awesome?
You need to tell me if people hear what you're saying or not.
Oh yeah, they hear me.
Okay.
Yep.
But it was almost in a 90-degree.
I would have to imagine it was on purpose.
Now wind that these guys basically haven't seen at all.
Gavin again with a not ideal drive. He can still birdie from there. He has a great arm, and now we're out in the open, so hopefully Gavin can scramble the round together at the end. And yeah, Nico just missed like a 12, maybe 15 footer on the last hole, and things are getting interesting again, which you know we're ready for it. But come on, that was a great drive. Great drive by Nico. This is actually a way more difficult tee shot than it looks. Every time I stepped up to this tee, I'm like, there's so many gaps, but none of the gaps are like that inviting.
a little faster if you're.
And here we have some commemorative packs.
If you would like to commemorate the WACO Annual Charity Open, we got some.
Wow, that's a hard word for a non-native speaker to say.
A very limited number of these, so head over to dgpt.com/shop to get yours today. Nate and Val, what do you think of that mammoth? It's not an elephant.
It is a mammoth, and Nate Sexton, you let us know that they did find the bones of woolly mammoths.
24 of them. 24 of them. Yeah, right here in what is now Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. So they have a mammoth because they found mammoth bones in Waco. It's all coming together.
Beautiful bridge
together.
Also in our logo.
And before we keep talking and enjoying the footage, check out the link, Disc Golf Network, in the description. Subscribe to watch every single live disc golf event this season. Over 30 brought to you by the Disc Golf Network. And it's only $5 if you're a PDGA member, $10 if you're not monthly, or for a whole season of live disc golf, it's $75. Also, the Disc Golf Network does a lot of other stuff besides live disc golf. So they're stepping up their game, getting bigger and better. And let's give away another free month of Disc Golf Network subscription. And the question is, we came prepared for this question at least. I don't know how many of you guys will know this. Because I don't know how many times I've mentioned this publicly, but probably some of you know. But I have a middle name. The question is, what is my middle name? Simon Lizotte, but there's something in the middle. What is it?
Every shot is going to be just that much more difficult. So Nico has to lean on his preparation.
Does anyone know that? Does anyone know my middle name? I can give. If no one knows, I can give some hints.
Put all that other stuff out of your mind at this point. I like going to the sidearm
but
here.
As far as I've heard, there's no correct answer yet.
A little bit of room over there, I think. And he's so
I could give you a hint.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We got to get a lot of guesses.
Okay. All right. Guesses are coming in. No correct answer yet. Simon ... Lizotte.
Oh. Oh, the answer came in.
The answer came in, and we have a winner of a free month.
Hold on, I scroll around. I saw it.
Of Disc Golf Network. I hope the winners are actually not subscribed yet to Disc Golf Network, even though everyone should be. But so you actually can take advantage of your prize. So the free month is going to.
It is a username 608TT
608TT-TV.
That's right.
608
And what was
TT-TV, and my middle name is Peter. Simon Peter Lizotte. Peter is my uncle's name, so my dad's brother. My dad's name is David, and his brother's name is Peter, and his other brother's name is Michael. So one of my brother's name is Timothy David, the other one is Jason Michael, and I am Simon Peter. Now everyone knows.
Bradley making the mistake that you just can't make.
Oh, my brother just texted me actually and said he knows the answer. I'm so glad that he knows. And someone else knew as well.
Williams and LaVisca need to take advantage of those. Put it in close.
That jam.
Okay, couple numbers. It was 66 something TTTV. All right, please reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. And I'm getting all of texts right now. What is going on? Do you all have my number?
Oh, Simon.
What is my phone number?
Yeah.
That's the next question.
Simon, I forgot to tell you. I punched your phone number. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah, that'd be rough. No phone number leaks right now. But you can message me, of course, on Instagram or Facebook, and TTTV 662 something. I forget. Anyway, please, congrats. Thanks for knowing that. And you'll get a free month of live disc golf. Next week, the Open at Belton. I wish I was there. I heard it's a pretty cool course. It's actually only like 45 minutes from Waco, I think, or an hour.
Under par through 16 holes.
Tree Love in the background. Shout out.
Extremely well. So nice finishing round. Sometimes it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah.
And Austin Hoops doing well for himself. He should have a nice payday and a nice bit of confidence.
Simon, a 3-stroke lead for Nico. Obviously, any lead is enough. But how do you think he's probably feeling? Any insight into that? Like, you know Nico better than most, probably.
You know, looking at the holes that are to play right now, I don't think Nico is too worried about the next 3 holes. 17 and 18. Oh, Bradley. Good run, though. 17 and 18. It's hard to play them super safe. You kind of have to pull off the shots, and I guess that's what's going to make it difficult for Nico. I guess the hole 2 holes from now, hole 15, that's going to be a tricky one because that is a very small landing zone, small fairway, OB right and left. And I think Nico went OB there in round 2. So he'll definitely be thinking about that. The next hole is, I don't want to say a gimme, but if you have a decent sidearm, you'll be right there. We should throw a timer on this. Matt, can you put up a timer real quick? Do you have those skills? Probably not. Not to call him out or anything like that, just to know. But here we have Nico LaCastro. There's a big putt. Oh my God.
Low right out of his hand.
Okay, Nico is clearly thinking about something that he should not be thinking about.
Now that is,
Wow, I did not expect airball right. And where is Kale? Is Kale tapping in for birdie here? Again, as usual, I'm talking too much. Yeah, Kale is tapping in for birdie. And that puts him within 2 strokes. Oh gosh, Kale and Nico, long time friends. Those guys have been touring together. They have been on tour since like 2000. Oh my God, I don't even know, 6, 7, those years. So they've known each other for 15 plus years, playing together, touring together. And now 15 years later, they're at a pro tour event, live on Simon Lozot's channel here, representing companion feed on the Disc Golf Network. And Matt just pulled up a timer. Wow, he's so good at his job. Thanks, Matt. Shout out. So on the next Nico putt, we can actually see exactly how long he takes. If Matt, you have to be like focused and ready for that. But yeah, that'll be fun to watch. And on this hole, this hole is all about putting. There's really one tree to miss. The triple mando doesn't even mess with your head or anything, so there's one tree to miss. Usually you have a tailwind on this hole, which makes it even a bit easier. And then the slope also helps for forehands because it's slightly sloping down right to left. So if you land short left of the basket, it pretty much like skip and rolls up to it every time, and it's not too risky to go too far right because of that slope. And if you're in that little bowl, you're only like within 20, 25 feet. Uphill putt, usually tailwind. Should be easy makes, but Kale does not throw forehands. So he's going to throw a mid-range, I guess. I don't think he wants to power up on a putter too much, but I guess he's going to throw some floaty mid-range. I'm not too aware of Prodigy names. Maybe an A. No, what would you call it? M3? That would be my guess. Is that a driver? No, that's some M. Or is it some A? They also have A. But look at that scorecard. Clean. Here we go. This is clutch. Missed that tree. That is not great, but not terrible. Just outside circle one. Kale is not... I think Kale would prefer to be closer. He's not one of the guys that wants to be outside the circle barely to have a jump putt. And this is the more common play here by Gavin, who gets no skip, and he probably is laughing at that right there and was like, of course. When it rains, it pours. Can't even get a good break. But he's left well short. And who we have next? Bradley, right?
Areas of grass and just gobbled it right up there. Now we're waiting on Bradley Williams.
Bradley Williams. I've seen so many players represent that shirt. It's from the USDGC Players Pack we had last year. And I guess it's a cool shirt. Kind of looks like a Hawaiian shirt with disc golf baskets on it. But I'm surprised how many pros actually decided to wear this in a tournament. That was way early. He was trying to miss the tree on the left, not the right. Oh, good breaks. And that is just inside, just outside. Okay, so now Nico is only leading by 2, and he just watched 3 under-average shots. So, and Nico's been cold, especially with the putter in the last 3 holes. That last putt was crazy.
Now an opportunity for Nico to switch the pressure up. Can he put it as a sure birdie?
He's going backhand too? No, he's going forehand. Okay. I was going to be shocked if he went backhand. Nico has a pretty good forehand. He's got to put it close. He does not want another 20, 25 footer. He does not want that. Look at that Anheuser. Oh, turned over too much. And right on the line of the circle. I know that is better for him, I think, than it would be to be 20 feet. I think he'll feel less pressure on a 30-footer than he would do now on a 20-footer. After those last couple putts we watched.
Nico not happy with himself. Kale.
But Kale might be putting first.
Nico here, the only one inside
when it comes
circle.
down to it, it's like really important who goes
yeah,
first.
And Jamie, from a
I know you're playing the
perspective,
course, you're playing your own mind in a way, but
it's tough for us to tell the wind direction.
down the
Is the wind a
stretch,
big factor
when
here
you're
on
within a
these
couple
putts?
strokes of each
Who has
other,
the
you're
best
kind of
angle as
feeding
far as
off the
wind
other
is
players
concerned?
a lot as well.
More consistent than we've seen in the last couple of days. It's
I'm
actually
getting a
coming
little.
off the
I'm
water,
starting to
so
feel the excitement.
Nico's gonna have mostly a
After it seemed
tailwind,
like Nico
and
was
a slight
walking
left
away
to
with it
right.
early.
Everybody's else gonna have a little more of a
But
significant.
it's just never
left to
as
right,
easy as you want it to be.
Gavin's gonna
But that
step
makes
up
it more
too.
exciting for us.
All right, Gavin is.
Gavin. Oh, he's putting with the link. Okay.
Looks to be about 45.
Now I could finally see that disc. Interesting. I didn't know he putted with those. Looks kind of breezy. No, yeah. Tailwind, knockdown. And Gavin is just in give up
Jamie, right at
mode
this moment,
where I
are
have
we
been
seeing
many
more
times.
wind? I'm
What
just
place
seeing
is
those
Gavin?
flags in the
Gavin is still in the top
background.
10.
Pick up. Is it blowing just a
So
little
he's
harder
only
right
one
at this
under for
moment?
the round. He's tied with Paul
As
Macbeth,
soon as Bradley stepped up, it's picking up.
Kyle Klein, another Team Nismenia guy.
Big putt for Brad.
Eric Oakley shot is
Kale
8
for the
under
moment.
par. That's a good round. Chandler Fry playing decent. Man, looks... Get up. Okay, so whoever's putting next got 2 wind reads, both low.
Yeah, Bradley just
So
not
I would be
locked
really
in.
surprised if
It's
Kale
been
misses
a
low.
kind of a slow day for him. He's only 4 under. He's got the 4 birdies, no bogeys.
How does he look so cool? Like what? Like how?
Big
How does he
putt
do
here
it?
for Kale. This would put a ton of pressure on Nico LaCastro.
Yeah, if he makes this, oh my gosh. Get up.
Oh, boys.
I don't know why I'm rooting for Kale, but somehow I want it to be a battle.
That
I
is
just want it to be a
huge for
battle.
Kale
What a
Visca.
sick
He is
putt.
going to get the Zooka
Kept it
replay.
high. Yeah, he was not.
And
He was never
man,
going to miss that putt short.
One
Great putt by
more
Kale, and
putt
now
for Nico LaCastro
now
with
Nico's
all the
brain is
pressure on
like,
him.
oh yeah, here,
Nico,
good call, Matt.
as Jamie said,
We
he's
have the
got
timer.
Dealing with a tailwind here, the wind should almost be a non-factor.
This is
In a
definitely when the
lot of
putt starts.
ways,
He's already lining it up.
you
Oh, and
almost
now we
think
have it
you
here in
gotta
the
make it.
bottom right of the screen.
What a
15
putt.
seconds.
Momentum's sake alone.
What a
Never
putt
mind
for
Maybe he wants to
Kale.
start taking
Just
less
ice.
time, so
Right? You'd love to see that
I'm
stuff.
nervous. I'm nervous watching this. That's not good.
Nico for a 2-stroke lead.
Okay, we just hit 30 seconds. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Extra 10 seconds. He might just putt before that. Come on. Come on. That's okay. Now it's been too long. And he airballed it right again.
And Nico actually
2 in a row.
going a
Airball
little
right.
different with that when he went a little more.
That means he
direct.
late
He has
releases.
been putting it a little more hyzer, letting the disc sort of float.
If I
That
could
one
give
he
him a
went
pro
little
tip right now, I would.
stronger on and just
I mean, I
way
wouldn't talk to him right now,
overcompensated.
obviously,
So,
but I would
again,
tell him to take less time.
7 holes in a row. Nico
Overthinking is a
started 7
big
birdies
problem.
in a row. First 7. Ever since then, the next 7 have been all pars and 1 bogey.
Shout out to Johnny Disc Golf in the background, getting the best angles on tour.
He is standing over this one a while.
Nice. Oh.
And
Oh, I don't
The
even know what to
wheels are
say
coming
to
off
that.
right now.
Nico.
Those last couple putts have been ugly, like bad.
Oh, he's. Yeah.
Here's the one. Here's the
Okay,
one
moving
silver
on.
lining,
One stroke.
I'll say 15
Moving on, 1 stroke. Kale
playing as
is.
the most difficult. In fact, let's go
Wow,
ahead and
you
just talk
know
about it.
these
We've got
momentum
15,
shifts
16,
in
17,
sports?
and 18.
It
15,
kind of
the
feels like it,
hardest
but
hit,
Nico can get it
no
back.
birdies.
Nico
This
can
is a
get it
chance
back,
for
but
Nico.
it's all swinging
We're gonna
towards
say-
Kale.
We're gonna see this one putt
Oh,
from Kale.
top left?
Beautiful, and actually a little
Top
push
left,
for Kale.
really?
Side left.
Yeah, thanks to our friends for Zooka.
Bradley Williams is still in third.
One possible. And
Oh, we get a little Nico.
winning at Kale's place out of the preserve.
Oh yeah, that's an
Yeah,
interesting
an
dynamic
incredible
here.
moment here, actually.
Nico
because he
won
was the
at Kale's
champion
course
the
last year,
Preserve.
and now Kale's gonna go
Yes.
try to beat Nico.
Property and course designer.
Oh,
Kale's
I
right
watched
there to
you.
celebrate with his
Yep.
Yeah, I watched you
longtime
play this out,
touring,
which was
I guess,
exciting, except
former
for your
teammate
shot
too.
on the
Yeah,
last hole
former
there.
teammate.
Sunk down into the
Big
water
win for
or
Nico LaCastro.
wide right or something.
Didn't even know it at that moment.
Yeah,
Nico,
Nico,
did
that
you
was his
there?
punt to win the
Looks
preserve.
like he knew it, but
He beat
actually
me
did not
by
know
a
that he won
stroke.
at that moment.
And
Girlfriend
Calvin
came in,
Heinberg by a
told him,
stroke.
But Sexton, let's look at the most
That was a fun
difficult
round. I was
hole
nervous the
today,
whole
number
round. That was
15. Yeah,
crazy
15,
times.
5
But
putts,
cool
15
course.
for the
That's actually Kale Levis'
tough
course.
win, kinda coming from
So
the
Nico won on there, and now he's in a battle
Zero birdies.
with Kale
So far, it's
Leviska.
gonna be all about
And this
getting
is the hole I was
balance
talking about
on
with
to
the.
willing to bite off.
This one's scary. If it, I mean, it's not that windy today, but if it gets windy, this is.
I mean, don't really think of it
This
as a
is
par three.
scary. I do not
Nobody
want to
in this
have a
group is
one
thinking
throw
anything
lead
about
going
a
into
two
this
right now.
hole.
They're all going to try to push as far as
And
they can
Kale
up
is
there
so good at
safely.
pumping
If you
straight
start
shots. Oh, he
going
keep
with
that
the
real
very
low.
low,
Sit.
I don't like it.
Ooh.
I don't like it at all, actually.
Is that
gonna
OB?
be a difficult shot. He's
Is there OB
very,
down
very
there?
short.
No way.
Yeah, he went with that same mid-range he just threw on 14.
Yeah.
Now he's down in the
Okay.
that
Wow.
washout. Right there in that drainage.
I
ditch.
guess
So
Kale was
right,
just
tough stance.
whatever. I'm in
Almost
bounds.
never see anybody
And he can
that
still
close.
get a 3 from there.
That's-
They're calling
that's
this hole a
probably
par
only
3.
about 200 feet.
Next question I have, Simon.
Gavin stepping up to this windy tee. The plan was a DD3. See if he sticks to it.
Oh, keeping it really low. That crosswind, catching it. And he's going to be down in that drainage ditch just like Leviska.
Okay.
Now,
It's hard to blame him for
I'll
leaving it
Google
so
that
low.
right now.
no, but and I was alluding to it before. We're going to see the shot here from Bradley Williams. But 15 almost coming at the perfect time for Nico. This isn't a birdie hole. He can maybe, if he can play it well, find a little bit of confidence.
I think he might take a stroke from Kale with a 3. I mean, Kale's going to have to throw a really nice shot.
That is Bradley Williams with a TL3, shaping that beautifully down the fairway. Really taking the OB out of consideration.
Nico would buy that one off him.
Sure would.
The one mistake Nico can't make is trying to get too aggressive here.
And Nico went putter on this hole yesterday. He went glow judge. Surprisingly, looks like he's disking up today, though.
I wonder if he considers the forehand or if he's doesn't look like it.
Pretty sure that's his anvil. So probably not trying to do too much.
Well,
okay,
you
I know
have
guys,
to
this
remember,
is getting
it was
exciting,
yesterday
but we
where
have
Nico
another
got
giveaway to do
way too aggressive
of
here
a
and
free
threw
month
OB. You know, this
of
was
live
his
disc
only
golf on the Disc Golf
his only
Network.
OB of the tournament, and his only bogey of the tournament was 15
Yeah.
yesterday, and now he's caught up between two shots. And he has to pick.
And
one
the question
and
is,
just go with it.
for a free month
Yeah, I like this.
He's going either
of Disc Golf Network subscription.
I really like the flat low forehand.
Another question about me
Conditions.
and my game. Here we go. What is the highest rated round I have ever played on the PDGA Tour?
Sit.
Again, a numbers question. Sorry.
Fantastic shot from
But,
Nico, and now the pressure.
There's
right
only
back
one
on
true
Phil.
answer.
Sitting just one.
And let's see who can get it first.
In the lead. There is your current top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Moving up. Austin Hoop still sitting in fourth. Going just that one stroke lead.
We have some close guesses
Bradley
rolling
needs to get
in.
going here if he's going to get in the mix.
Haven't heard the right one yet.
Absolutely.
But here, look at these guys. Chandler Fry, Kyle Klein, Emerson Keith, another Texas local. Ricky Wysocki has... He's only... Ricky Wysoki's 2 under?
Down today.
It's very solid.
Wasn't he 7 under earlier?
With a 10.
I gotta check that. The heck happened to Ricky?
Also with a 10 down.
What the heck?
It's trying to be very good of a rep go today on 2 down.
All right, guys, the comments. People are off by 1 number.
Say it again. Fantastic play from him.
Yeah.
And let's see how tough the footing is here.
Ricky Wysocki took a
These two guys
triple
down in the
bogey on
middle.
this hole.
Absolutely reachable. Not trying to say this
Whoa.
isn't a possible shot to get right up to the basket, but they
And
left
this
a
looks
little
real
more on it
good.
than they might have liked.
There you
That
go.
is
There you go,
fantastic.
Gavin.
And I
That's
think you might
that's
like
that's
to
how he
see that as
normally
Kale.
plays.
You know, you
He's
get to
been
see a
so
line, you get to
off
get
and
a wind
unlucky
read
today.
Right in front of you, you see
But
somebody
then
park.
again,
Yeah.
the best lessons in
Kale's
life
upshot
come
game is
through failing.
almost second to
At least in sports, I guess.
There's a lot of little trees that kind of are in the way here.
Guys,
They
the question
should be
is,
able
what
to
is
play
the
a
highest
similar
rated
line.
round I've ever played? We
Tricky
still don't
run-up
have a right answer. Everyone's off by
Definitely
1.
Uphill, kind of slanting away from his.
Couple
lie.
close calls. But no, no one wants this free month.
I'm gonna mute you for a second.
Ooh,
Kale,
yeah,
it's
the-
early.
The run-up did look difficult.
Up.
Okay, circle's edge bid.
All right, we
Okay.
got the answer.
Okay.
All right.
Just the game of cat and mouse happening right now. It's who's out.
Okay.
It's who's closer. It's
The answer
who's
just
putting
came in,
pressure on
Simon,
who.
and his
And
name,
now
or I'm
LaCastro
saying
has a
his
chance
most
to
likely,
potentially
Samuel
steal a stroke back. If he
Trinelius.
can just put it in close.
11-10.
Samuel
Trinelius.
He's not
Trinelius.
going to be making any big putts.
It is
And let's be able to change the narrative very, very
1,110.
quickly. So I think for him, this
A lot of
outside
people were saying 1,111.
Yes.
is very important.
But according to my knowledge and my stats, it's 1,111. That was round 1.
Wait, 110?
Oh, yeah, 1,110.
Okay.
Sorry. 1110. 1110. Yeah, another nice shot there. So, and that was the round 1 at the 2019 Memorial Championship. And I actually backed that round off with a 1090. So I remember after 2 rounds I was averaging 1100. And Eagle, the freaker, still beat me.
The timer is on the screen.
Good times, but can we repeat that name one more time? Do you have it?
Samuel Trinelius.
Samuel Trinelius. Congratulations on winning a free month of Disc Golf Network. If you guys want more info on the Disc Golf Network, guys, please check out the link in the description or go on the discgolfnetwork.com. Check out what they have to offer. If you're a PDGA member, it's only $5 a month. If you're not a member, then it's $10 a month for over 30 live events only on the Disc Golf Network. And if you want a whole year, then you can pay $75 and you'll get a whole year of live disc golf. Again. Or next hole. Wait, no. On hole 17, we're going to give away the yearly subscription. But we have one more of monthly, right? Okay, so we have one more month to go away, and then on hole 17, we have 1 year on the Disc Golf Network to give away. So stay tuned for that. And other than that, I'm holding on to my seat right now because this putt for Kale Levska is important. Also, he's mic'd up. You see that little wire in the back of his pocket? Jomez mic'd him up, so we can, once the Jomez coverage is up tomorrow, we know exactly what he was saying. Probably not much. Wow. Dead freaking center.
Ice in those veins.
Come on, give me slow-mo here. Give me slow-mo here. No slow-mo needed. That was already so slow in the air, you don't need slow-mo. Shout out Zooka Karts for providing us with the replays.
That was a no doubt.
And look at all those cameras again. I see 4 cameras just behind him. Nice birdie for Bradley.
Bradley Williams making good.
And now Nico.
22 down on the event, so just 2 back at Nico. Oh, sorry, that is a par, isn't it?
Okay, I think that was a fair start. Maybe I'll give him another 5 seconds again. And this is a short putt.
Yeah, over the last hour, all the birdies have dried up. I mean, we've just seen a handful.
Come on, Nico.
From a few of our
Also, I said
players.
birdie earlier. These are all for pars because they call this a par 3 for some reason. I do not agree with that. Uh-oh. He'll make this. He'll make this. I have no doubt.
To be fair, your time was right on the dot.
Barely in, but it's in.
What do you mean?
That's a must make.
I'm on live. You gave him 5 more seconds. You said
Okay.
his start time was later, so that was right on the dot, 30 seconds.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, Nico. Tapping in for par. I was not convinced by that putt in any way, but it went in, so that's all that counts. And here we have Missy Gannon. I think she's a world champion putter. So she's one of the best FPO putters on tour. And as you can see, made it look pretty easy there from 35 feet, 40 feet.
Not the best round to start, but we are just
Nice.
getting
And I
into
need
the woods now, so I think
cheese
this
fry.
is when players really start to buckle down.
With our leader not having any nerves today, Val.
She is looking
I'm getting nervous.
so
I don't know why. I always get nervous.
stepping up to
Yeah.
any putt that she's had so far today.
I love
With
it.
another birdie for her.
The
on
next
hole
hole
6,
is,
putting her
I think,
at
scoring the easiest on tour.
13 ahead of
On tour. What? I can't even talk anymore. On the course, it's a pretty short par 4. You can reach it. I'm pretty sure Kale can't. Nico probably can if he really tried, but he's not going to. Gavin might give us a little show on the next hole.
13, it's like, hey,
Because he has the arm for it and he can get it there. And then I bet that Bradley Williams is just going to play for 3. And here we have Kale rip it. That's going to miss the tree on the left side. Perfect. Textbook easy putter upshot from there. The wind, I don't even see the branches moving or the shirts. It looks a little breezy.
Put it down there. I mean, but playing out the scenario.
But
here on
wow,
16,
here we go.
just
Crush
needs to
it.
Be a birdie scenario for these
Flip,
two
flip,
guys.
flip, flip, flip.
Yeah.
No, didn't flip it. I bet that was a DD3 and he just
If you're
didn't
Kale, you
commit
definitely
enough.
Don't expect Nico to not birdie. And if you're
But he has the
Castro,
power. He could
you
do it if
certainly
he
accept Kale to
if he
birdie.
connects on one. And here we
think you
have.
gotta just,
If you ever want to learn like a
push
really
here
nice backhand,
17 and
you should
18.
screen
If you're
record
gonna
this
win, the Waco
guy
Oval
right here,
Charity Open,
and then
you
watch
have
it back
to
in slow
perform
mo
on
and
the
try to
last
copy
two
what he does, because it is so smooth. I had a little lag there.
Turn.
Still smooth, even with a lag.
Fine for
Who
Bradley.
knew?
He's just gonna leave out their left side.
He makes the
It's a
lag
little
look smooth.
trickier.
Bradley Williams,
Wow, that
guys.
carried a lot more than I expected, especially with the crosswind coming from the left.
Just updating on the FPO, Kona has a 13-stroke lead over second place Lisa Fakis right now.
Everyone heard that?
Yes.
Kona Panis
13-stroke.
has a 13-stroke lead.
Wow.
Paige has not won by double digits many times, so Kona could pull off something pretty amazing here.
Disc in air for LaCastro.
Good
and
shot by
almost
Nico, but Nico is
exactly the same as
outside
his
of
fellow
Kale,
competitor.
which is, I would say, probably good, because Nico does not want to watch Kale park his second shot, and then the pressure's on Nico. Nico wants to go first and put the pressure on Kale.
I would expect both of them to be.
Wow, Bradley Williams, you know, it's not over yet for him. It's still possible. He's only 3 strokes back. And then the rest is kind of too far back. Austin Hoop is tied for third.
Yeah,
wow,
most certainly.
he's
That's
10
an
under
exciting
par, but
one.
he's OB on the last hole,
Big open
unfortunately.
space, a lot
But
of-
that's probably going to
a
be his
couple of
career
wooded holes
best.
in there, but Jonesboro is always an exciting event as well. Sunday, April
And
16th.
one
that
of my
will be
favorite
our
courses
next
on
Disc Golf
tour, the
Pro
Jonesboro
Tour, but
Open
for all of
at
you
the disc
listening
side
out
of
there
heaven.
on YouTube and for all of our members of the Disc Golf Network, just
I'm looking
check
forward to
out the
watching that
schedule,
one.
man. It is killer this year. We have the Belton Silver Series next weekend, and then in 2 weeks we're covering the Texas States National Tour. In 2 weekends, we're going to be doing that one live all weekend long. So, yeah, 2021, the year of live disc golf.
An
It's
insane
fantastic.
amount of coverage this year. It's truly, we're spoiled.
Oh.
Looking at our lead card, walking down 16, Nicola Castro just barely
Double
hanging on
G.
to that 1-stroke lead right now.
Double
and
G
it's
jerky,
shrinking.
baby.
He's lost 3 strokes in the last 4 holes to Kale Visca, who is charging hard.
I don't know how he does it.
Maybe Gavin or Bradley up first with our second shots. Gonna let Gavin go. He's got the cameras.
All right, come on.
Below FD3.
I really want Gavin to finish strong and have a top 10 finish. He played so solid round 1 and 2, bogey free.
Nice.
Yeah, utilizing that
I think he was the only one bogey free. I could be wrong, but I
Gavin?
think so.
Now, Bradley, who was well to the left. And when you're over here, you do have to deal with these bigger trees. So you just got to guide it through there. Big skip.
Yeah, like I said, this hole is...
For Bradley Williams.
They need to change this hole a bit. It's too easy.
And again, not a lot of drama.
That's
here on
coming
the
from
16th.
me.
There's really
I
not a
love
lot
easy
to talk
holes.
about. These guys, they need to step up, put this shot close. That's what you got to do at this point in the
Wow, I just heard we're almost at 2,000 people joining me live here. We are
I would say they're
on the final stretch. Last 3 holes
But this man right here is going to
of the WACO Annual Charity Open, brought to you by Prodigy Discs. And we are here companioning, as a companion feed, the Disc Golf Network. For all the info on that, check out the link in my description or go onto discgolfnetwork.com and subscribe. Over 30 live disc golf events. And Nico, there you go. That's exactly what he wanted to do. He was so happy that he was... I'm telling you, it was important there that he went before Kale. Really important.
Could not have asked for a better shot for Nico.
I wouldn't go as far as saying he purposefully didn't throw as good of a drive as Kale. But now Kale is like, okay, he's not going to gain a stroke on this hole, so try to float it up there and avoid a 20-footer.
Putting it close, I hope.
And that is pretty perfect.
All right. Well played from our group. Everyone just dunking it.
I wish there were galleries, man. That's the one thing that keeps me from really missing the tour, is that there's no galleries. Because that's the main fun for me, is playing in front of a gallery, meeting new people, signing discs, taking pictures, all the things that come with it. I like miss it so much. And that's the one thing that I'm like okay with taking a break because of my elbow early this season, is because there's still no gallery. You can see outside the fence there. A couple people came out watching the guys.
And it's got to be so frustrating for Bradley Williams.
They look excited.
Assuming this putt goes in, which it does now. He's
All
5
tapping
under par.
birdies
And
as I tap in my
he had
double
5
G
birdies.
jerky.
Yeah, You know, he was so close. He was in position to steal this tournament away from Nico, and he could not get it going.
Yeah, the putter just hasn't been there for him today.
Yeah, well, he's had a lot of
Kale on fire. Another birdie.
yeah, and that's something that he just
Putting the
hasn't been able
pressure
to
on
do.
Nico. And if you watch the first 7, 8 holes,
Nico's birdie.
this was not predictable.
Will head over to number 17.
Whew, but now we come to the
Stats comparison between Nico
now we come to the real thing, and here we see the stats. Nico LaCastro,
Boy, a lot of the
5
advantage
out of 7
in,
stats he leads
Nico's
over
Nico's
Kale
favor.
at least.
Yeah, except for putting.
Yeah, look at it. It's driving versus putting right now.
Yeah,
between
Nico's
those two
circle
guys.
and X
And that
putting,
strokes gain
69%.
for Nico has been dropping rapidly. I feel like that was like almost 3 at one point.
That's
for
not
his
good.
putting.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
strokes
no
gained.
surprise. He's dropped a couple.
And a circle 2 putting is 60%. That's insanely good.
69% versus 80%
Wow.
from C1X, right? Drive for show, putt for dough.
Wow.
And even though LaCastro still has
Interesting
the
stats.
one-stroke lead,
Who else is in the top
you
10?
know,
Dickerson,
obviously still
Clemens,
leading the tournament, but
Gannon, Burr.
I mean,
That's good to
everything
see.
in the favor
15-year-old
of
kid
Kale.
tied for 8th.
Oh, I don't think
And
it's
he's
fair.
only,
Out.
they're still on hole 17, I guess. Wow. Paul Macbeth, of course, sneaking up there. He shot a 9 down today. Gavin's holding on with only a
We're most
2
certainly
down,
gonna
and he
take
has
a look
2
at
hard
hole number
holes left.
17. It's,
Calvin Heimberg in 5th. Austin
it is
Hoop
one of those
with
holes
probably
that
his best
you
finish
just
in
gotta
his
look
career.
at, from the fans' perspective,
And
from
then
the
we
players'
have the
perspective.
top 3,
There's a lot of decisions to be had
which
to
are
be made
probably
on
going to
number
stay the
17.
top
Take a
3.
look
There
at it.
could be some crazy stuff
610
happening, but
with out of bounds down
of
the
course
right
the battle
side
for first right
and
now
right
is
away, all the way up and around the green.
is what making our
Most players
paw
are gonna go, if they have it,
is
beforehand
what's
out to
making
over
our
the path
palms
and try to
sweaty.
skip right, turn
I
over
tried to say that
also an
smoothly and
option
failed
that gives
miserably,
advantage to the
but I
front
learned a
of the
valuable
team.
lesson.
You'd like to push as far up here as possible.
Oh,
so you can get
no.
Beyond these 2 big trees without going too far and finding the out of bounds.
Hole 17, by far the hardest hole on the course. Anything can happen, really. The tee shot is weird because it's kind of an easy forehand, but if you don't feel comfortable with throwing like a 350 or almost 400-foot forehand, you got to throw a mid-range or kind of flippy fairway driver and get it like on a perfect angle to turn over and land flat. There's OB long, OB left, OB right, and if this gets windy, and it's always straight in your face here, headwind, it's tough. It's really tough to get into the sweet spot, and even from the sweet spot, it's still a pretty tricky upshot with OB surrounding the basket, with water on the left, OB on the right. And Kale is really good at this shot, and that is beautiful. Oh my god, that's so good. That is so good. I don't want to be in Nico's shoes right now, but Nico's also really good at this shot.
He was ready to play.
And Nico is going... Is Nico going last? Is that what it was? I think so. I'm pretty sure Nico's glad to go last, so he can kind of watch. He gets some wind reads. He can watch what the other guys are doing. And this is the sidearm power you need. Is that going to get it all the way to the corner? Ooh, that might be a terrible spot. If you're short right, the angle you have to the green is pretty much unthrowable and too risky. So Gavin might be a bit short there, but maybe he's far enough. This is going to be short too, but nice and wide. He's wide left enough so he can maybe still attack the pin from there with another big forehand. But you want to be ideally like 30 feet further. And Nico also going forehand. Wow. He has a good forehand.
The chat's saying that someone got a red flag. It would have been OB.
Gavin, maybe?
Saying a red flag was waved.
Not Kale. Kale landed like perfectly flat. I gotta check U-Disc. Mine isn't updated yet. Ay. Oh my god. Nico.
Wow, way low
Magical
there,
skip.
Oh, is it
Oh
coming
my
back?
god.
Oh my gosh.
I almost lost it on that one. Oh. Almost lost
Who is he
it.
talking to?
Yeah, that's something he would do.
Terrible tee shot. And now, Sexton, from that position, what's he looking at?
That was so scary. That barely got on an angle and did the famous hover. And luckily for Nico, that path doesn't have any curbs. But he is not in a good spot. Like, Kale, I think, is in the sweet spot, and Nico is short. So it's all going to come down to this upshot. And let's give away another free month of Disc Golf Network if you want to watch some more exciting live disc golf. You can check out the link in my description. And if you want to subscribe, it's $5 a month for PDGA members. If you're not a member, then it's $10 a month or $75 annually. So, and we're giving away another free month right now on hole 17 before we get too excited. And on the last hole, I guess we're going to give away a full year. Or maybe, no, I want to focus on the last hole. So after the last hole, I'm going to give away a full year of Disc Golf, the Disc Golf Network subscription. But I have to watch Nico's shot here first, and in that time I can come up with a question.
It's a big forehand, though. Like, his forehand is good. I wouldn't describe it as, like, super
Let's listen
powerful.
to
but
the wise Nates and Ians out there.
It's in his range here, but this is going to be, you know, a 9 out of 10 type difficulty shot to put it in there close. You have to take a lot of risk in order to even have the opportunity to park this shot. So I could see him playing safe here. Honestly, I don't know that he needs to push for parked. He can live another day on 18. We'll see what it kind of depends what his window looks like and what this wind feels like to him.
Well, and I take away from that what you said there at the end. I think you just you need it in bounds. Forget the birdie. Put the pressure on Kale. It's not an easy shot from where Kale is.
No.
And Nico still has the one-stroke lead. So it's all going to come down to these shots. And I think Nico just cannot get too aggressive, cannot make the mistake.
Absolutely can survive a par here. But a bogey, I don't know.
I don't think he's going to go for the green based on that. It's not a super high-speed disc. I feel like he would need that to get to the green. We'll see. Hopefully Nico can prove me wrong.
A lot of wind around this corner that Nico's not necessarily feeling here.
A
lot of hyzer.
Really tight. Does it have enough distance?
It does. It's in bounds.
Okay, that's a very smart, safe play. I like it.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I really love that play from Nico LeCastro after a terrible tee shot. Right in the middle, put the pressure on Kale. Kale feels obliged, almost forced, to go for this shot.
Oh, no question.
And
Kale needs it.
You know, yes and no. I mean, this, again, it's a snake pit.
You think he could leave it up to 18?
Well, I'm just saying, Kale is going to have to be very careful here. He cannot make the mistake left.
Yeah, I don't think Kale can. I think Kale needs to play for birdie, no question. I don't think he wants to go into. This is a better opportunity than rolling the dice on the treacherous 18th. I think he threw the great drive. Go for the birdie. Not to say it's an easy shot by any means, but I think he's got to try to park this.
Bradley Williams, second, 17. Get a good skip. Don't roll
in. Might have stayed.
He's got the red flag in his hand.
My only argument is that
Nico
you want
threw a really good
chance
shot
on 18.
He does not
know.
And we have another question.
Kale cannot make.
I don't know if I can focus right
Sure,
now.
I agree with that.
I think
But,
a 30-footer to the right of the pin.
we need to watch Kale's
is a
shot here because
great
this
shot for
is
Kale.
He doesn't have the
moneymaker.
I do not disagree with that.
Potentially, because
assessment.
Nico
A
is
little arrow on the
inbounds,
right,
but
little
not that
turnover.
close.
See it here.
Oh, that looks so good.
I like this. Oh, my goodness.
Sit. Wow, what a shot.
What a shot.
What a shot by Kale. Giving him a 25-footer. That's going to be... that's going to be a long 25-footer for him, but that is a good... He gave himself a chance, and that's really all that matters. Whew. Okay, let's give away another free month of Disc Golf Network, and the question is...
Last year...
You know, guys, I love being on tour. I love eating on tour.
Absolutely dominating.
And America loves its fast food.
Doesn't play well. Colton steals it from
What is my favorite fast food on tour? If I had the choice, where would I go more often than not?
Oh, yeah.
That is the question. If anyone gets this right, I would be very proud, and you know what you're talking about. The answer is not as simple as you may think,
I would bet on him making it.
because you know I'm not that basic. I'm kidding, I'm extremely basic. But what's my favorite?
Oh, it came in.
It already got answered?
Oh, it was like guess 6.
Oh my God, I heard it's already answered by...
All right, that was incredible. This is me shouting out live to Jeremy Novak. And what's your favorite fast food on tour, Simon?
Wait, Jeremy Novak?
Do you know him?
That name rings a bell, but
Is
I might
that why
not.
he would know it?
I don't know. But anyway, you are correct, and the right answer is Raisin Cane's.
Wow.
Chicken fingers.
Wow, he throws this in.
Oh, what?
Wow, unbelievable.
Are you kidding
from
me?
Nico LaCastro, OTP nominated. Wow, look at the lift, Sexton. No way.
How in earth did he run that?
For Nico LaCastro, goes right into it. Like I said,
Wow, okay.
a cheeky run
Why?
from Nico LaCastro.
Why would you
and
miss all those
he
short
bangs
putts
it.
to then do that on hole 17?
Right. In all seriousness, Simon, you know, everyone talks about the time, but I think he actually putts better, and you mentioned this earlier, when he doesn't take as much time, and that's what just happened there.
I'm telling you guys, it is. If you're nervous, it's way better to have a 50-footer than it is to have a 25-footer. It is just mentally way easier.
What a shot.
But that was probably more than 45 or 50 feet. That looked like a that was outside circle too. What was that? 75, 80 foot?
UDisc has that at 77 feet.
77 footer is what Udis says.
Nico's got a little clutch in him too.
Wow, Kale must be like,
wow,
incredible.
Kale is impressed with that one. I hope Kale still hits his, and then it comes down to the last hole. But man,
Nico needs 10 deep
what a
breaths, man.
crazy putt
That
by
was
Nico.
a great shot, but you still have a hole to play.
Whew. Only on the Disc Golf Network.
Too short there for Bradley.
Live disc golf, guys. I'm telling you, that's where it's at.
come down to Kale.
Love Jomez. They do
Jomez
awesome
is
work. I
it's
love
almost
watching their
over.
coverage.
Sure.
And they will
Nico,
keep
2
growing
shots.
and
I think he can
they will
play it smart, safe, make a 4.
They
Kale
will
would need to park it.
keep growing and keep raising the bar for everyone else.
That's all a two-stroke
But
lead.
watching live is just,
Birdie on 18.
I don't know.
It's not out of the
I love
realm
it.
of
Does Kale have that arm, you guys? Still?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Whew. All right, that was exciting. Okay, come on, Kale.
Gonna start right here with
Hit
the
one.
putt. Absolutely.
The last one he made on 15 was dead center. Wow, what a putt.
From Kale.
All right, Simon, let's start the commentary on this right now. Going
Yeah.
into hole 18,
Mm-hmm.
Nico is pumped after that 77-footer, but he hasn't been... Ooh. He hasn't been consistent, like, as in, it looked shaky through at least the last half of the round. Is there any way, I mean, depending on wind, we've seen you throw a putter over hole 18. Is there any way that Kale, he goes for it? He says, I want first or fourth.
Kale,
You know what I mean?
Kale is 100% going for it.
Okay.
I don't want to say 100%, but like 99% Kale's going for it. I mean, he obviously has to. He might not have the arm to get right to the basket. What a putt. Look at that. Bottom left, that's been his corner all freaking around. And my first question would be, because at the preserve, Nico apparently didn't know when he was putting for the win. Does he know now?
And this is me commenting on your question. It feels like he knows. It
He
feels
has
like
to
it.
know.
Because you
He
know,
has to know.
Yeah, the way he's reacting, he thinks that people are counting him out, and now he's happy to show that he's not. I think he knows.
Wow. I always get nervous for my friends on tour. And here we have another situation. 18, this hole, you know? It's just a little pond. It's just a little disc golf tournament. But, you know, these guys put everything into it that they have. They've been doing it together for 15 plus years. And, wow, Nico, that last putt was unbelievable. Best shot I've seen all tournament. Whew, what a moment for it. There we have the TD in the back. The guy with no hair, Ryan Draper, shout out, great guy. Thomas Gilbert in the back. Jeff Spring in the house. And then, of course, UDisc, you see back there. Dan from UDisc. Man, I miss all those guys. What a great crew disc golfers are. God love them. And Kale goes first. This is interesting. You know what? Kale does throw sneakily far. Everyone always says he doesn't have distance, and you can see the wind ripping in the back a bit, and it will be pretty much straight in his face. But I say, on a good day, Kale pumps at 450. He does. He actually does. And please tell me he's going for it. There's like no other choice, right? Or is he laying up and trying to throw it in? No, he's going for it. He's lined up over the water. He can, if he gets this within 50 feet, I mean, he makes 50-footers all day long. That's his job.
Yeah, so just to bring up more, and we don't know what he's going to do, but he could just lay up and make Nico kind of, nope, he's gone.
Oh yeah, baby. Flipped it.
It's good enough.
No, it might be long OB.
Oh no.
Hit the wall. Okay, that's safe.
Safe, but now what's Nico got? He can just lay up and, but maybe mess up his approach. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Please, green flag. Yes, okay, thank God.
I thought I got a good bounce off the wall.
Nice, okay, so he's definitely not in a position to throw that in, and Nico definitely, more often than not, with the 3 wins. And that's pretty much, if you start this tournament and you think on hole 18, if I can get a par and win, that's what you sign up for. Pretty much. So that's what he's doing.
Nico in his mind has to know right now, par, he walks away with absolutely.
I mean, Nico's been around for a long time, but as of lately, he has not been in this situation too many times. And at the Preserve, it was also kind of different because we were 3 guys all tied for the lead at the end on the last hole. And it's different pressure if you're leading by 1 or if you're tied with 2 other guys. That looks perfect. Oh, I almost thought it was going to anti-skip right, but that's a really good shot. So from there, he's going to pull out his sinus, I don't know how to say it, and give himself, hopefully not a 20-footer, because that would kill me. I don't know how to react. Gavin showing off his power. That's a PD2 or a DD3. And he went long OB. Of course. Oh, double flag. Double flag means the spotter does not want to make the call, and it'll be a group decision. That's kind of what they get taught. If they're not 100% sure, rather show both and say you don't know. That's always better than being wrong. Wow, guys, 2,100 people watching.
I honestly wasn't sure.
Disc Golf Live here. Thanks for tuning in. We have, yeah, I'm gonna give away a year of Disc Golf Network subscription, live disc golf, over 30 events at the end of this round. So whenever the winners tapped in and I've calmed down a bit, we're gonna do one last giveaway for the whole year on the Disc Golf Network. Thank you again to everyone involved with the Pro Tour and the Disc Golf Network for allowing me to sit down here and react to the final round of the WACO Annual Charity Open, presented by Prodigy Disc, man. And I'm so glad I'm pimped out here representing the Disc Golf Network today on this companion feed. Once the MPO tapped in and that's all said and done, make sure to head over to their live stream on YouTube. It's free for every final round. It's always free to watch on the Disc Golf Network's YouTube, or the Disc Golf Pro Tour's YouTube. Damn, I should know that. They're gonna fire me. They never even hired me, but I'm already fired. But anyway, or check out the discgolfnetwork.com or the link in the description for all the info needed. And subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on next week already. The Open at Belton will be on the Disc Golf Network, and then every Pro Tour, of course. And hopefully I will be back soon on the other side of the camera. Did I say that right? I don't know. But okay, here we go. It all comes down to this. Bradley Williams. Brad Williams is third. That's what I thought. I'm going to look at the scores right now real quick. All right, Bradley has 1 stroke lead over Calvin Heimberg, so all he needs is a par, which is easier said than done. 25-footer for solo third. If Bradley misses and gets a bogey, he will be tied for third with Calvin Heimberg, who ended up shooting an 8 under par.
All right, Simon, question for you. Where are you literally aiming if you're Nico? Are you aiming to land like at basket and skip? Are you aiming for the front of the hill to skip up to the basket? Like, where would your aim point be?
I usually pick an aim point way behind the basket.
Okay.
So I would probably aim somewhere to one of those trees, like 30 feet right of the basket. 25 to 30 feet right of the basket. I would pick one of those trees and try to release my putter or mid-range on a hyzer.
Where do you want it to land?
Right at
where
that
do you want it
tree.
to hit the ground? At the
I mean,
basket?
I want to land 6 feet in front of the basket
Okay, in
and have
front
it
of it.
slide to the pole, so I don't even have to think
Okay.
about the putt.
So in front of it. All right, let's see what happens.
Go, 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 go,
Low, gonna use that side
go. Okay, wow.
It is a
The
par
release.
job for Nico LeCastro.
That's it.
Now, what happens?
You can't
It is
miss a
not
2-footer.
Kale Laviska
I mean, it's
can't
never
do
over
it,
till
and
it's
he
over.
just saw
And
the
Kale
bonus
will still have to throw this in, which, you know,
So it's all gonna come down
who
to the
knows.
shot of Kale Laviska.
But wow, after all that struggle on the back nine for Nico, after a couple missed short putts, I think he missed 2 inside 15 feet or 20 feet, and Kale just starting the charge at the end.
Well, what are we going to see, assuming that this plays out the way we think it is? Are we going to see a similar reaction out of Nico compared to the preserve?
No, Nico, look, he knows. Nico knows for sure.
No, but I mean like a similar reaction, the hype once he finds out or once he wins. I mean, is it going to be as big?
Oh. Tough question. I don't know. Nico is like an unpredictable personality, but he might be more collected, not really, because he knows at this point if Kale doesn't throw this in, he's gonna win, and he has a bit more time to process it than like at the preserve. It was like, what, I won, yay, and now it's more like, okay, he has like these 2 minutes now to prepare for the winning feeling, which is rare but nice. Whew, okay. If Kale throws us in, we still have a playoff going, right? That would be exciting. Kale, shock the world. I'm ready. My green screen is showing a bit in the back here. Can you tell I'm in a green screen? My arms. It's pretty good though, right? Okay, let me focus here. Kale. Let's go. Miracle time. No.
Great bid, though.
Gotta applaud the run. I wonder what these guys are talking about now.
There he is. Nico LeCastro.
Oh yeah, Nico's like, let me see that, just to make 100% sure. Wait, was Nico wondering why Kale ran that? No. Here we go. Friends. 15 years or more friends, these guys. There we go. Hug it out. That was a stressful battle to watch, kind of. Wow, I'm surprised I was stressed out by that, the way I was. Oh. I dropped my fake Cheeto. Good finish for Brad. Solo third. Bradley Williams, homeboy, Texas guy. The Texas Tornado, is that what they call him, I think? Or the Texas Cactus? I don't know, I don't remember. One of the two. But wow, great tournament for Bradley. He's probably super stoked with the podium finish. Even though he was only 1 off before the final round. And Kale has enough room before third, right?
It looks like it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, wait, it says Kale's putting for double bogey? No.
Oh yeah, it is. That's what happened.
Oh, he was already. Oh, this was... Yeah, this Udis is ahead. So I just spoiled that he was going to miss. Whoops. That was a terrible spoiler. Okay, but Kale still solo second. And now, let's turn up the commentary for the final putt for Nico and celebrate.
We can even lay that one up now if he wants to.
No need.
Wow.
And here is your WACO Annual Charity Open champion, Nico LeCastro.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Falling putt.
your 2021 WACO Annual Charity Open presented by Prodigy Disc Champion, Nico LeCastro.
Thank you guys. Thank everybody. Thank you guys so much. Great.
TD, Ryan Draper, handing Nico the trophy. And Jamie Thomas getting ready for an interview. And I will try to shut up and let us hear what Nico has to say. Wow.
Nico LaCastro, you are the 2021 WACO Annual Charity Open winner, and what a bit of bravery there on 17. How does it feel?
It's amazing. I feel like I was born to do this. Put in a lot of time, a lot of effort. You got to keep believing in yourself. You got to fight through adversity. I got to thank Westside Discs and everybody back home in St. Louis, all my family, all my fans. I mean, it truly means the world to me to be here and compete at the highest level. And got to take my hat off to Kale. I mean, he played awesome out there. He was banging a lot of putts down the stretch, and it's just an amazing feeling. I mean, it's truly, I'm blessed to be out here playing disc golf for a living. I did hurt my hand about a month ago, and I took a little bit of time off. It was much needed and necessary, but like I said, it means the world to me to be out here. It truly, it means everything to me.
Yeah, Caleb Viska, obviously you and he have a great relationship that goes back years. He gave you a bit of a scare down the stretch, and
He's
last
a great
time...
player. I mean, he played amazing today. He hit so many putts down the stretch, and he put the pressure on. My putter kind of failed me a little bit after the front nine. I went red hot out the gates, and I was feeling comfortable the whole time. My putts just weren't falling. I was pulling them a little bit, but luckily I had that throw in on 17 that really just kind of gave me the feeling. It reassured me that I got this.
Talk about, what did you tell yourself to kind of get the putter back going, to make that last charge to come over the top?
Go for it, make it. I told myself, stop playing around, make it in the basket. I was overthinking. I was going through my routine a little bit too much. The basket's right there in front of me. All I had to do was believe that I was going to make it, and that's what it comes down to. And you have to believe in yourself. I tell that to everybody, but don't let anybody count you out. A lot of people didn't really clap for me out here, and I thought it was a little bit upsetting. I feel like that's why my basket went in there on the 17th hole. I landed in bounds. I didn't hear a whole lot of claps. I felt like maybe the people didn't want to see me win, and then my putter went inside the basket for the 3 on 17, and luckily I got my putter close enough here and had to drop in 3 on the last hole.
Well, thousands of people watching at home, big fans of you. They're clapping for you right now. Go enjoy this.
I'm thankful, and I'm very grateful for everybody. The sport of disc golf is blowing up, and I feel like I deserve this.
Great job. Anybody you want to thank, and hit them with the fadeaway.
Thank everybody. Thank my mom. Thank all my siblings. My brother Jeremiah Dwyer. Hopefully he gets into disc golf. I know that he's got a lot of skills. So maybe you'll see my brother out there on tour. I want to thank my friend Caleb for letting me stay at his house. I met him a couple years ago. He was spotting on the course, and I brought him out here. He's been huge for me out here. Just very supportive. And my girlfriend Kat. I'm very thankful, again, extremely thankful, and I'm grateful to be out here. Thank you, guys.
Go enjoy it.
Thank you.
There is your WACO
Wow.
Annual Charity Open champion.
Wow,
Nico
it is
LaCastro,
really...
Manson.
Boy, Sexton, the putt.
It's just true. Nico is just one of the guy that just lives it the hardest. He's been disc golf his whole life, of course. He used to be world's #1. Had to take a lot of stuff in his life, and I'm always glad to see him win, because he really fights for it. Like, he fights to be back up there, and he's trying really hard. And as he said in his interview there, he was overthinking things, which we all saw. We were watching like this, being like, just put it in the basket. But that's what happens. And that's, again, another lesson for Nico. Just put it in the basket like he did right there on 17. Unbelievable stuff. So crazy to hit like a outside circle 2 putt to close it down on the end.
What's interesting, I'm just going to comment on it, just really interesting, is that he's saying he didn't hear very many claps for that type of putt. I mean, it's probably true, but it's not that many people out there either. But
I mean, yeah, of course.
It goes both ways.
I clapped,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Was a sick putt.
It was amazing. So we're going to give away that year.
Yeah,
if
let's.
That's what you want to do.
Okay.
We got to think up something.
Wow. That was exhausting. I am exhausted. That was by far the longest live stream I've ever done. And thanks again to the Disc Golf Network and the Pro Tour for letting me do this. Of course, this is a collaboration, a companion feed, and I hope everyone's stoked, and I hope this was a success. I had a great time, and now that we all calm down a bit, let's give away a whole year for a free... Wait, I said that wrong. A free year.
Away a whole year.
Yeah. Give away a free year of Disc Golf Network subscription. And we have to think of the question. This is a very important moment because someone's year is going to be made with 30 plus live disc golf events. For all the info, I have to say it again. Check out the link in my description or discgolfnetwork.com. And what is going to be the final question for a whole year of free live disc golf? Matt, are you live?
Yeah, we're live. I'm live.
We're live.
I don't know. I think a question might have came up in a recent interview you had that talked about craziest thing that happened during your touring travels in an RV, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Let's...
Just giving you some ideas, whatever you got.
Let's do this. I'm just not 100% sure of the actual number, so I have to...
Is it the one I asked you earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let
so
me
now
just...
people know it's a number. All the numbers are flowing in.
I got to Google the number real quick.
And then I'm going to mute you, and you're going to tell me the number. Or you
Yeah.
can text it to me, but I can mute you when you're ready.
But I just have to go on the website real quick.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to go to their advertisements just for a minute.
Okay.
So we decided to bring Heather in to keep things running at a high level. She's already had a huge impact on our crew, and overall, they've embraced the changes surprisingly well. We're really happy with how Heather is doing in this new leadership role.
We can't send that. Use this one.
Oh, yeah. It's in the notes.
How do you build your better game? Reps, focus, the right equipment. Zooka, disc golf carts for a better game.
To improve your game, develop a rhythm and routine. It's a checklist of movements from the ground up that will create a foundation to simplify your focus and execute a throw. Having a rhythm and routine before every shot will increase your opportunity for success.
love getting outside and challenging yourself to become better? How about spending time with family and friends, or just marveling at the pure joy of flight? Then you've come to the right place at the right time. Join the PDGA.
Did I throw and was officially my world record throw?
Ask that again. I unmuted the wrong mic, so they heard the end of it.
Okay. That was Matt's first mistake, everyone.
Yay.
Give big applause. So Mike unmuted the wrong mic.
All right, do it again.
What's the question heard?
Part of it. But
Okay, so in meters, to the 10th decimal, how far was my world record throw in 2014 when I won the official world record of the flying disc, which was in Prim, Nevada, in meters, and the 10th decimal? How far was my official distance world record? For 1 year of the Disc Golf Network subscription for free. It's a giveaway. It's a win.
how does this guy know you so well? Hold on a second. This guy already won one.
It can't be the same guy that already won.
But okay, so if that's the rule, I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. I guess they'll give it away. But
wow, though, someone knows everything about me, and you can't have the same winner twice.
okay,
No, we have to.
So the next one that
we have to restrict, unfortunately.
Yeah. So the next one I saw. Let me see here. Oh, a lot more kept coming in. I gotta get the right one here.
Did you Google it that fast? How's that possible?
Let me see. I'm still going back up the chain here. I know we said first one I saw, but 800 came in at one time, so I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss one.
Okay, Matt, are you live? Did they hear you?
Yeah, they're hearing me.
Okay, so you know what's going on.
Yeah,
Matt is scrolling up a bit, trying to find the first one.
Oh my goodness!
But if he can't, it's just gonna be the first one he
All right.
sees. Those are the amateur rules.
I'm just gonna give a shout out to Jeremy Novak again.
Yep.
He nailed it.
Instant.
Really good.
But he already won the free month. I'm sorry, Jeremy.
He says I'll trade it in. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, so following up after that, Brian G. Guessed, and how far is it in meters, Simon?
263.2 meters. That was my world record, which is about 863 feet, I think, ish. Or 62 point something. Anyway, the correct answer was 263.2 meters. And what was the name? Gary?
Brian G. But
Brian G.
We have to give an honorable mention to Molly Janice, because she guessed 262 point and she never finished it. And she was the first one to even get that close. So that was like point what? So 262 is very close, but
very close, but no cigar.
No cigar. All right. So Brian G, 263.2.
Brian G, congratulations. I hope you're not subscribed yet to the Disc Golf Network, because you just won a free year of live disc golf. 30 plus events only on the Disc Golf Network. And reach out to me, please, on Instagram or Facebook, whatever you prefer, whatever you can do. And let me know who you are and what you won, and I'll get you in contact with the Disc Golf Network and get you your subscription. Everyone else, if you still want to tune into the FPO side, where Kona is completely destroying the field. She has a 15 stroke lead over Lisa Fakis, I think. At least the last time I checked. So if you want to watch a victory lap by Kona Panis, tune over to the Disc Golf Network YouTube. It's free to watch. Every final round on the Pro Tour is going to be free to watch on YouTube. So tune into that and watch the FPO shred the back nine, which they will be entering in about 5 minutes. And other than that, man, what an exciting live stream we had. Again, last shout out to all the final card players. It was a blast to watch. Nico with the hot start, Kale with the catch up, and then Nico with the struggle, and then the epic showdown on hole 17. Man, what a fun watch it was. Thank you so much to the Disc Golf Pro Tour and the Disc Golf Network for letting me do this, for doing this partnership, letting us run the companion feed. Thank you so much to Matt Graham for opening up his house once again. We're in his basement with studio lights and green screen, making everything look so official and professional. So that's absolutely awesome. And other than that, guys, Simon Lizotte here. I hope I'll be back on tour as soon as possible. If you want any more info about live disc golf and future events, check out thediscgolfnetwork.com or the link in my description. And who knows, maybe we can do this again at the next one. Maybe not. Maybe I'll play. Who knows? Until then, I'll do my best to give you more content on this YouTube channel. I have another video lined up for early next week, and I'm starting to throw again. So it'll be good times. Thanks for tuning in. We were over 2,000 at some point, which is amazing, and I'm so happy and thankful this went well. So enjoy the FPO, and I'll be watching it on the drive home. And then have a good Sunday, everyone, and good night, and have a good week.